All right, you want to do the intro?
Well, yes, indeed. Wait, are we
Yeah,
recording?
we're recording.
Oh
Okay.
shit. Okay. So, it's your boy Kel here. I am one half of the duo that forms the Backlog Podcast, and I'm here with my co-host.
Malachi. I am currently in the back rooms once again. Our studio it'll be better in a little while. I promise.
I was gonna reference the movie, but he wouldn't get it.
I wouldn't get it. Yeah, no. Fun fact about me is that I am a gun enthusiast. I am too poor to have a lot of them, but they're cool, and I like building them, and I like shooting them. But it's the most expensive hobby known to man, so whatever.
Fun fact about me. So funny thing, this footage is being recorded on Father's Day, and I did not know that fact because of my relationship with my father. That might sound sad, but don't worry, it's all good. But yeah, don't know when Father's Day is. Every day I'm just moving around sometime in June, and someone's like, "It's Father's Day." What? I only know it's Father's Day because as of recently, someone I know became a father. I was like, dude, I gotta say Happy Father's Day to you now.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
Make sure you call them.
Oh yeah, I guess I did that early.
Okay.
I did it prematurely because I don't know when the day is.
That's crazy.
I did it when the kid was born.
It moves around, right? It's the Sunday of it doesn't move around. Does the actual
I have
day?
no idea.
I don't either. I'm not good with that.
I swear to God, my experience with this holiday is that every year someone's like, "Yep, it's Father's Day for one reason or another," and I'm like, "It is."
Yeah.
I actually like the day I have a kid. It's gonna
It'll
blow my
change
mind.
everything. Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna be thinking about it. I know how it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna be thinking about it. I'm just gonna wake up someday in June, and my family's gonna be like, "Happy Father's Day," and I'm like, "Oh!" Gonna scare the shit out of me.
I'm not gonna lie. I hope that I'm not overly celebrated. I feel like I don't like
I want to be celebrated. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know, bro. I don't like big events that are like in my honor. Like I
Seriously?
just even for my birthdays. Like it's more of a gathering. It's more of like a cookout.
See, I like for it to be a gathering, but I ain't gonna lie.
You know what
I
I
like
mean?
to be celebrated. I think that's the Leo in me.
Okay, that's valid.
I
This
love
nigga
being
start pulling
celebrated.
out zodiac signs.
I know a thing or two, you know.
All right. Shame this man. Okay. All right, but on to our first segment of the day.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna go through what are some of the most nostalgia-filled games of your childhood.
And boy, do I got a list here, man.
All right.
Like this question coming up, just it made my heart happy because I started thinking about it, and I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So we got. I don't know why, but the very first one that came to my mind was Super Mario Sunshine on the Nintendo GameCube. You don't know nothing about that.
I hated that game.
You hated that game?
Yeah, I hated that game.
Why did you hate that game?
I played it when I was like 6, bro, and I couldn't understand the mechanics, so I just hated it. I was just running around like the hub world, and I had like a jetpack with some water in it. I didn't understand what that meant. Yeah, I didn't know how to use it. I would jump off of something, and I would just float for a little while, and that was the extent of the mechanic that I understood. I was actually special as a child.
Dude, Mario Sunshine, that was where I learned to love jetpacks. Like, that was what taught me, jetpacks are freaking cool.
What age were you when you played it?
I forget if I was like 6 to 8. I forget when that game came out, but it was one of the first games I played for sure.
You played when it dropped?
Oh, like not far after. When exactly did it drop?
I don't know. I played on the GameCube.
I might just look it up real quick, dude. Oh yeah. I mean, that's kind of like what it came out with.
But it wasn't my GameCube. It was like.
Oh, it was my GameCube.
Yeah.
I had 2 GameCubes.
I see.
Let me see.
I stole it.
Hold on. Now I gotta find this out, man. I gotta find out when my childhood, because like I said, this was the first game that came to mind. Like, and it's kind of the first game that I really can. 2002 that came out.
Brother, yeah, you didn't play it on release.
No, I did not play it on release. I was a year old.
So we each played it way later after
Yup.
release. But I don't know what year. I think I was too small to understand.
So it's funny, when I first picked it up, I was somewhere between like 6 to 8, I believe. But I made it, I think, halfway to it. Because I remember the exact level I got lost on. I think I know now. I think I was 6 years old because I came back in 3rd grade. Like, I'm older now. I understand it now. And I figured out this level, and I beat the rest of the game. And it was one of my proudest moments.
Brain development arc.
Yeah, literally. Like, I came back with my, like, the rest of whatever neural pathways I was missing.
It is crazy how stupid you can be as a kid.
But how smart at the same time. Or, like capable of learning.
That's true. That's true.
It's crazy.
Neuroplasticity, that's what that's called.
Indeed.
I learned that in school.
As did I. I was something of a psych major. I'm still working on getting that degree. But yeah, so not too long ago, basically, cousins of mine grabbed some GameCubes again, and we went back to Mario Kart Double Dash, and that game is actually hard.
I've never played that in my life. I feel like the older racing games were harder though.
They were.
They were less casual.
They were.
I think now they add more training wheels for kids to get into them more because they know that's the market. But I think when it dropped, it was more of a party game-esque rather than aimed towards children.
Exactly.
So it had to be hard if it was going to be a party game because people had to lose. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Which actually a couple things. So Double Dash is actually another on my like top most nostalgic games because that was when I have a funny origin story. It's like a person who plays video games. Yeah. Like at the beginning, I was terrible, and the games where I would get bodied the most by my older cousins, my older sister, pretty much every kid in the family who was all older than me at the time. For the long time, I was the youngest child in the family. It was the Smash Bros. Well, not the Smash Bros. That sounds weird saying that, but it was Smash Bros. And Mario Kart that were just getting
Which Smash
smoked.
Brawl?
So at first it was Melee. Eventually it was Brawl too.
Okay.
But it was Melee and then to Brawl and then Double Dash were just the racing game, the fighting game where I was just getting smoked.
Yeah.
And one day, I don't know, I think this was another neural pathway completed for me because from this day on I was actually good at video games. Okay. But basically I was getting smacked in Smash Bros. Yet again. I was playing as Bowser. My cousin was playing as Captain Falcon. He loved to use Falcon's like side special uppercut, and I love to use Bowser's side special where he, grabs you, jumps up in the air, flips, slams you. That's important.
I love that move now.
That move is tough to this day. I ain't gonna lie. Bowser's like,
that's my goat. I can't lie. Specifically for that move.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't
if you're up a stock, you can just grab them and off map yourself.
It's just hype, It just feels good. Yeah, man. Like, is it greasy? Yes, but who cares? Is. I was in fact the kid. I was that kid who played Kirby at this point in time.
I did
was
too.
Like would just go the jump really high.
All I did. That's all I did. And then drop down. I was the Boys and Girls Club spamming that move, bro.
I was a straight nuisance.
Me. I wasn't even part of the fight at all. I would just see two people fighting and just clobber them from above, bro. It's actually crazy.
I loved all of Kirby's specials because I would do that one. I would get by a ledge and grab somebody with his neutral special to inhale them, and then I jump off the map and I try and just go down with them. I was just a nuisance, dude, because I wasn't good at the game. So
the one mechanic that I couldn't do was inhale them and then use their abilities. That was lost.
I was nice at that.
I just saw that like I had Sonic hair now, but I didn't understand.
Bro didn't realize. Oh, that actually comes with something.
I just thought it was like drip.
Saucy Kirby, dripped out Kirby. But I had to learn how you actually like get rid of the copied abilities once you do them. But yeah, that was something I would do actually when I was getting bodied on Kirby. I'd take their ability and be like, "This will even the odds," and it would not even the odds.
No, not at all.
But
unfortunately.
But yeah, so Smash Bros was kind of the game where I got good. So other nostalgic ones. Oh wait, back to Mario Sunshine. I am a rambler. I go off on tangents. But Mario Sunshine, I remember it was, I forget what the area was called that you get to, but it's the one where you're in like the village with the Piantas. I think the first level there has you like cleaning up the whole town because like this chain chomp was.
I remember that part.
Yeah, with like the fiery paint stuff behind him.
Yes.
Yeah, that was where I was. So I did that level, but a couple levels later, it's one of the levels where Shadow Mario takes Flood from you, the jetpack.
I remember that part.
So you just gotta run through it just on your own. And those levels were like those were the trial
where
of
boys
my
became men.
That was where boy me became young man me.
Yeah.
And so I was on this one where like you reach a point where there's these designated guys who, in order to get to the next segment of the stage, you can't do anything. You have to talk to them at the right angle, and they just grab you and just fling you. They just throw you.
Okay.
And it's the funniest thing ever because I got to this. I did like one or two of them, and then the third guy, for some reason, I don't know. I couldn't find the exact angle. That was what got me stuck, and I had to come back 2 years later. I tried so many angles, and I never got him to throw me the right way, and he always just threw me off the map, and I
feel
died.
Like nowadays, kids would just look it up on YouTube. That was not an option for us back then.
Yep. And
like that was like we had to really just lock in and understand it.
See, it low key was, but I didn't know it yet.
Yeah.
Because like that was shortly before I started looking up walkthroughs of games and whatnot. Right. And actually,
when did
I forget
like
to look up a walkthrough for that
YouTube? When did walkthroughs become popularized on YouTube though, or like guides?
I have no idea. I know it started for me in like third grade because that was when I checked out. I mentioned this in the previous episode. So for our OGs of one episode ago, that was the third grade when I watched the Xenoblade playthrough. I believe that was kind of like my first major playthrough. I watched. No. The same dude I watched play Xenoblade, I watched him play Sunshine before that.
Who was it?
Chugga Conroy.
Okay, yeah.
That's my guy. Again, shout out to Chugga Conroy. Love that guy.
I was a Jacksepticeye enjoyer.
I didn't know what any parts of that name meant. Like
really?
I hadn't even heard it yet.
That's crazy.
I didn't know it.
Well, I guess that was because I think the first playthrough I've ever watched was the playthrough of The Last of Us Part 1 in like 2012. Like they dropped a long time ago.
See, as soon as I discovered YouTube was an option, I went straight to like AMVs from like anime fights, anything pertaining to Sonic the Hedgehog, and I went to games that I got stuck in occasionally. A lot of times I didn't like to.
I never did that.
I did it with Super Mario Sunshine because before I gave up and came back to it 2 years later, I was trying that for months.
That's real.
I'm like, dude, how do I get this guy to throw me in the right direction?
That's valid.
And so I saw Chugga Conroy do it, and that was actually part of my beginning with him because I watched him play that and then Luigi's Mansion. It was Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah,
that's a nostalgic game for me. I forgot.
I never had a Wii, bro.
Dude, the Wii.
I never had anything Nintendo related. I never had a DS. I never had a Wii. I had a GameCube, but it wasn't mine. It was at like when I was a kid, I had a babysitter, so like it was at my babysitter's house, and she would just like throw me on the GameCube whenever she didn't want to deal with me. Yeah. So then I would play like whatever. But yeah, that's crazy. I never had I completely missed the whole Nintendo wave. That's why I don't really play Pokemon. I don't really like play any Mario games. Mario Kart was like I only played Nintendo games by proxy of me being in areas that had them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I remember the first motion style game thing I had was the Kinect, and that shit was awful.
Oh yeah,
the Kinect was actually dog.
It was like
good nostalgia, but it was dog.
Yeah, exactly.
For what it was.
And at the time, it was funny because Kid Me was like, "Oh, this is gonna be so much so awesome. This is gonna be even better than the Wii because I don't have to hold the controller. I can just do this and it'll pick up my motions." And it stunk. But the crazy thing.
Do you remember the Kinect mics?
Oh my god!
And you could tell someone's Xbox to turn off.
Yes. I actually turned off my own Xbox a couple times. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, same. Xbox, record that. Oh no,
man,
no.
Crazy times we lived in, man.
That was like Battlefield 3 and 4 era. Mostly Battlefield 4. That was like what I used it on. Yeah.
So crazy. Actually, what's nuts is now I'm thinking of so many fun facts I could use about myself with this. My first non-Nintendo console, because I had the GameCube, the Wii.
You were
DS,
only a Nintendo kid
until 11 years old. That was when I got my Xbox 360. That was when I picked up.
Yeah, we both got the 360.
Exactly.
Remember I unlocked your 360 with
this dude accidentally
silly
unlocked
goose
my 360
ass combo.
I got a used 360 and it had parental controls, and I was like at my wits end trying to play. Bro. It was like Resident Evil.
It was Slenderman,
but it was Slenderman.
The Slenderman demo, yeah.
Literally one night, this guy just comes over and we're trying to play this Slenderman demo, and I'm like, this thing is freaking locked, and I don't know what to do about it. I've been trying for days, and he literally grabs my controller and just hits the code first try. I was like, what do you mean?
I did bumper, trigger, and it opened.
I was enraged and
he was
confused.
Now able to play all the Call of Duty games, anything that's rated M, he couldn't play.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Yeah, I was actually goated, bro. I remember that day, bro. I think I slept over your house that night. We were playing Slenderman till 2 in the morning.
I remember because I think
that shit was scary too.
It was. It was
actually scary, bro.
At the height of Slenderman,
yes, bro.
In its own weird way, that's pretty nostalgic.
Yes,
man.
yes, bro. When, those games were so
our whole
fun,
school
bro.
was talking.
Bro,
about
I had that on my iPod Touch. I had Slenderman, bro. The little mobile game, bro. I couldn't finish it, bro. I was just not good enough, but 2, it was actually scary, bro. I was not trying to play that shit by myself. I had 3 niggas around me at all times when I was playing that, bro. We'd all be watching me play it.
Yep.
Yes, bro. That was crazy, bro.
Days,
what an era, bro. That was like.
What a time to be alive.
That was back when who was bro? Tobuscus was doing like the.
Oh my god! I was.
You remember he was doing like this, like he would do like the scary whatever. That was like Markiplier was doing it too, and they would start yelling and bro.
Good times.
What happened to bro? I think I checked on Tobuscus' channel. He's still making videos. They get like 2,000 views.
Dang, where'd you go? What
fall
happened?
off is crazy. He got into like some legal stuff.
I hate when that happens.
Womp womp. Yeah, he was like a.
That just reminded me of a few of my YouTubers I really used to watch.
Bro, they all turned out to be weirdos, low key.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, I guess that makes sense if you're making content for children. That's.
I guess.
Not to say all people that make content for children are like that, but like.
But yeah, there's
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
There's gray areas.
You were literally farming interaction with children.
Like it's a little bit strange.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not one of those guys who believes like, oh, you can't do anything with kids because you're a guy, but like that's one of those things where you're towing the line.
Yeah.
There's a line.
Yeah, there's a
line.
There's a line. I can't.
Towing it pretty heavily, stepping over it apparently.
Do you think that it's better if like kids' content is more corporate?
Yes and no, because when it's corporate, it becomes bad. It's just low
quality
it just sucks.
crap.
Yeah, literally, it just
stinks,
sucks. Like
that's true.
But it does need that safety
Coco
on it. I think crazy take here. Parents should do this thing where they supervise their kids a little bit. Because real talk
on Father's Day.
Because real talk, I was a kid who I was into all sorts of. I had no idea. Like again,
Live Leak, bro.
What was that one?
That was when there was like videos of people like getting offed.
Sheesh.
You never stumbled upon live.
No, actually.
That was crazy.
So it's funny. I didn't realize at the time that it was not that deep. But like the worst stuff I would stumble upon, like I said, I would look into anything Sonic. I would stumble into like Sonic the Hedgehog creepypastas.
Yeah.
Dude.
Okay, that's valid. That's valid. No, yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie. There was this one of like this like a doll replica of Tails, where like it started off like just this innocent little doll, like play with me, and then it got these teeth and the blood from the eyes and stuff.
I think I've seen that image before. Yes,
it freaked me the heck out.
Yes,
and like
bro.
my first computer was literally in front of my mother's bed in her bedroom, so she was always seeing me on it.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here and I'm like and I jump and I run and I get in my mom's bed, and she's like, all right, like that's when she put a limit on my computer usage for the time being.
That's valid.
So,
do you remember the maze challenge video?
Oh yeah, the scary maze.
Yes, the scary maze
that
challenge,
was
bro.
hilarious, dude.
That was actually that got me one time, and then I would just
exactly,
spam,
and then I did it to
everyone.
everyone I
I would
knew.
spam it, bro. That video spread like the plague, bro. That was fun though.
That was
was
hilarious,
a good time.
dude.
Bro, I was playing Red Dead 1 at like 10 years old. No business playing Red Dead Redemption 1, but like it wasn't GTA, so my parents didn't know. Like, you know,
I
what I
had
mean?
no idea.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Crazy.
Yeah, literally, I think I went from just all Nintendo, Mario, and Sonic stuff to Slenderman and Transformers: Fall of Cybertron, eventually Resident Evil 6, and I just slowly grew up after that.
That's valid. Yeah.
Good
Dang,
times,
bro, you
man.
had like the good ending, bro. Like you.
Indeed, you got like the war torn child like growing up
I was
like
gonna say,
like intimately familiar with what a minefield is like, and then you got like
I grew up like Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2, which wasn't necessarily violent, but it was like that was like a closest you can get to like a milsim on console at the time. I was playing Arma 2. I was playing Arma 2. Arma 2. What do y'all know about Arma 2?
I know nothing personally.
Back in the day, bro, like that was like I was on my computer, my mom's Dell playing Arma 2, bro.
Yep,
like
my mom's Dell, bro.
That's crazy. Roblox, bro. What do you know about Apocalypse Rising?
See, that's
ball
the crazy
knowers,
part.
ball knowers only.
I fully missed Roblox.
Apocalypse Rising was, bro. I'm not joking, bro. I had a life where I survived for like 103 days on that game, and it was me, Caleb, and Donovan, bro, and we all would go onto the servers, and like whenever like it would be like the servers would be full or whatever, and like he couldn't join it because of like, the server's full.
You would tell somebody, bro,
bro. We go to all chat. We're like, bro, there's a crazy glitch, bro. You get infinite health if you press Alt F4, and then you see somebody leave immediately.
I knew it was coming, bro. Just goblin behavior,
Get my
dude.
boy right up in there, bro. Oh my god, bro. And then we'd tell people to like come to like the like there was like one POI on the map that was called a radio tower, and we would hang out there. We would goblin people, bro. But like, come to the radio tower, bro. We got a bunch of guns, bro. We can give you some guns, guys. They would pull up and we would just mow them down, bro. We were stacking bodies at the radio tower, bro. It was like Terminus, bro. It was
That's crazy.
It was
I
like
thought about
Terminus,
in
bro.
a minute. That's funny,
yeah, we
dude.
were some demons on Roblox, bro. But
That is hilarious, man.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna let you finish your list and I'll go through mine.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were doing a list. Yeah, we be.
Mine's full of like ball knowledge only.
I reminded myself of a couple just during this conversation. So, yeah, Super Mario Sunshine. We went over Double Dash, Smash Bros. So Melee was where I started, but man, Brawl, that was one where I went from boy to man. So that was a little story. Basically, like I said, I like Bowser. My cousin liked Captain Falcon. I was getting smacked. I was mad. Dude, so I had a temper as a kid, and like I would just get heated on the game, and pout or whatever it was gonna be, and so I'm getting smacked or whatever, and I get mad and I'm like huffing or whatever, and so I get mad and I turn around and I face away from the TV, and this is when my instincts awoke, dude, because my cousin was just gonna kill me since I wasn't playing anymore, whatever. But I listened for the sound of his character approaching mine. I kid you not. I listened for him. I knew my cousin's moves. I just didn't know how to react until this moment. I heard him start up Falcon's uppercut. There's a high-pitched like noise he makes before he dashes. I heard that. I timed it. I blocked, grabbed him with Bowser's special, and slammed him off the stage. Dude, when I tell you, I turned around with the fattest grin on my face. Everyone in the room was baffled. They'd never seen me move like this. And from that day on, I was genuinely good at Smash Bros. Like, that was just when it started, dude. I picked up. So I think, I forget if we'd unlocked Sonic yet, but after that, my Sonic became something like bro.
Nice.
Literally, after that, it was a raid boss, dude. Like, everybody in the household trying to get me just off the sticks, bro, trying to take me out.
That's real.
Oh, man.
Bro, I remember I got next culture, bro.
Oh, yeah?
If you got what, bro? You were getting off the sticks, bro. Next person up. That's what it was, bro.
Oh, bro.
Yes, bro.
Next
at the boys,
culture was demonic,
at the Boys
bro.
and Girls Club, it was ruthless, bro. I get off school, bro. We walk to the Boys and Girls Club, bro. We'll be there for like 5 hours or whatever. You know, from the time when school's over until the time my mom could come pick me up or whatever. Bro, we'll be in the game room, bro, and it would be like 10 people standing around, and it'd be 4 people on the sticks, bro. If you didn't come in first, give up the sticks, bro. That's what it was.
Literally, bro. Getting next culture, genuinely, that was one that almost that was regularly near the point of fist fights with me and my family.
Yes, bro. You'd be so pissed, bro.
Like, bro.
Especially if you just got on. You got 3 stock immediately, bro.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I had to fight the best guy here because, of course, he's been on all day.
Exactly.
He just smacks me and I'm out. Like, bro, it was infuriating.
Crazy.
It was infuriating, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was a good time.
All right, you got any more? What else you got?
Yeah. Oh, my God. So, actually, no, there's 2 left. And these 2, man, they mean something to me to this day. All these games do, but these 2, they just got an extra special place. Yeah. So, one is the first Sonic Riders game on GameCube, bro. I don't know nothing about that, bro.
That's real. I don't know anything about that.
I stand on it to this day. Like, I don't think there is like a children's racing game better than that. Like, I'm standing on it, bro. I love Mario Kart. I love Double Dash.
Did they make a new one?
Not Sonic Riders. That's the unfortunate thing. But they brought back. So the thing that made Sonic Riders cool was that instead of them being in cars or whatever, they were on hoverboards. And they brought the hoverboards back as a vehicle option in the latest Sonic Racing game, which is great. I do love that game. But it's not quite as hype as the OG Sonic Riders. Because, honestly, so I had a funny experience with OG Sonic Riders. I actually didn't know it existed. My cousins had Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. I knew about that one. And they were like, oh, I'm pretty sure this game's like only on the PlayStation or whatever, which they had at the time. I just had my GameCube. And I'm like, no, there's no way. And I see Sonic Riders in the store, and I'm like, this is it. It was not. And I started up, and I tried to use a zero gravity mechanic, and Sonic just did a regular boost, and I was so disappointed at first. But then I started the story mode, and I got good at that game. Dude, like I said, there is no children's racing gameplay experience better than that. I think the only reason, like, because my cousins played it too eventually, they like zero gravity, they like the Mario Kart stuff. I'm standing on it because I was the best at Sonic Riders, bar none. I think if you like any other child's racing game more than Sonic Riders, it's because you just didn't master it, because that game had a skill ceiling for what it was. Yeah. Like, there was plenty of mechanics. Like, the main thing was that, like, you actually had to manage, like, a resource. It wasn't just how you boost it, but, like, if you ran out of it, your character would basically, like, fall off their board and have to, like, foot it for a minute, and you can't use, like, any of your abilities, items.
Yeah, I think I played it with you one time, and I was absolute dog, yeah. But I do know the mechanics.
Yeah, man. Because everybody was dog at the start of that game. I was dog at the start of it, but playing through the story mode, and then I hit, like, the trainings, and I did the little mission mode because I fell in love with all the characters and the story, and, like, that was, like, also kind of, like, peak Sonic era to me, when he was, like, the franchise was still super animated and cartoony. So yeah, I just fell in love with that all over, man. But there was that one, and then the other one. this one just makes me deeply and especially happy. It was Kirby Air Ride, dude. That was my first kind of like sandbox kind of game. Like, basically what you do is, you know, it's like you're dropped into this city map, and all over the map you can get power-ups, you can get different vehicles, you can get other types of power-ups that, like, upgrade your vehicle, not, like, just the Kirby abilities, and find all sorts of items and stuff like that. And I think it's, like, after 5 minutes of that, then you do an event, which can either be a race, like an actual, like a specific objective kind of thing, like a drag race, a boss fight. You can do all this stuff, but genuinely, you just had to be there. There is no describing how peak that game was.
You know what's surprising you didn't put in? Is the Transformers game.
Wait,
Transformers, the Xbox 360 Transformers game.
Know, it's weird. I don't know how to put it. I didn't consider that one nostalgia for some reason, even though it is. Like,
I remember you would come to school, like, it was like, bro,
that
7th grade. He would come to school with actual, like, lore about, like, the PvP in that game, bro.
Dude,
He'd go through entire sequences and tell me how, like,
no,
it was like actual sequences.
I was getting up to like the crazy kind of stuff you have happen in Battlefield. That's how I was getting down to Fall of Cybertron.
That was your Battlefield moment.
That was my Battlefield at that point, like. And it was so hype because, first of all, that game was just amazing.
Yeah.
For one. But second,
Give us another Transformers game, like in
Like,
the
one
big
like that one,
2.6, just in this era of games with this high fidelity graphics, we have destruction physics that are peaking out. I mean, like just take the engine that
customization.
That's
and
what I'm
stuff
saying.
Like that,
Yes,
man. Like
take new engines. Fuck it, UE5, bro. I don't care. Just make a new Transformers game in that engine and give us multiplayer, please. I'm begging.
and
you,
my
so
life
please,
is yours. And my life is yours.
That'd actually be really fun. I can't lie.
But yeah, that was a great time. Now that I think about it, that was absolutely
Yeah, it had
nostalgia.
to be. I was gonna say.
It was.
Yeah.
For some reason, when I heard nostalgia, I immediately thought of just the bright colors of my grade school era games.
Yeah.
I hear nostalgia and I go GameCube.
Yeah.
But no, I have tons of nostalgia on Fall of Cybertron. That was a great time.
Mine are all on Xbox, which is crazy. I'm gonna go through my list, but my first one is MW2 for their Surge and Destroy lobbies. I mean, like, bro, back in the day, bro,
That makes sense.
Real ball knowers know this.
That's a staple.
The game would force you into game chat. If you hopped on SSD, it would kick you out of your party because there's like a party system on Xbox 360. We'd all be in a party. Hop on SND, it would kick us all out and put us in the game chat. And that's when like boys were turned into men, grown 36-year-old men calling me at the ripe age of 12 any type of name they could muster, bro. I was getting flamed in there, bro, but I was still putting belt. All right? That was back when camos were required by getting a certain number of headshots. There was no silly goosery going on, all right? You had fall camo, and that you were the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it was. Anyway, MW2, that was just, you earned your stripes on MW2, bro. Ball numbers, no. Tomb Raider, the 360 version, the OG, that was
that game
banger, bro. That was like the first like story mode I played all the way through, and it was like it changed my life. Like I don't know why, it was just like it was so, bro. That was back during the era of quick time events.
Facts.
It was bad. Every game had them.
No, I'm gonna save it for another segment. But let me write
Even
this
Dying
down
Light
right now.
Even Dying Light.
Let me write this down right now. Actually, I gotta remember this one, bro, because I'll die on this hill. You'll have to kill me on this hill.
But Lara Croft was when I realized that I like women a lot. That was the original. That was the original fine shit. I don't care. There's no debate. Lara Croft is a 10.
We're going off on now. I gotta bring up mine, bro.
Megan Fox too. In the original
Transformers.
That turned a lot of boys to men as well.
That was when a lot of us realized this is what this means. But there was her. Let me see. There was, and this is about to be some ball knowledge right here. There was Sam.
Don't say no bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna let you cook.
I forget. No. Yeah, there was. I'm forgetting her. No, it was Sam Foley from Danny Phantom. I was forgetting her last name. Sam Foley from Danny Phantom.
I didn't watch that. I didn't see a single episode. I didn't have cable, bro. I was using my imagination in Cubo, bro.
I'm about to say a bunch of names, and you don't even got to say nothing.
Right,
I know to my boys out there. I know you feel the same sensation in your chest that I do when I say these names.
Okay, get them off, bro.
So we got Sam Foley.
Okay.
Raven.
Okay. I've seen Raven. Yes.
Literally, bro.
I know about Raven. Yes.
Shigo. You don't know Shigo?
Just keep going, bro.
That's crazy. I'm forgetting what they were called now, but there was an agenda when we were children
to make us all
like mentally I'm convinced it gave us a mental weak spot towards goth girls, dude. Because all these are the goth girls that just got us. Oh, yeah. Jinx, actually, another one.
Jinx from what?
From Teen Titans with Raven.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Blackfire.
Who was that?
Also from Teen Titans.
Okay.
I would have folded, bro. I just know if it was Blackfire, it doesn't matter what the question was. I would have folded at that age. I would have.
That's crazy, bro. They even throw a strap that said Shark Tales. Remember the fish?
Yes, Lola. dude. Oh my gosh, Shark Tales.
That's fish.
Shark Tales just took me back, bro.
That was crazy. That was so crazy. What were they cooking with that?
Bro, they just had to, bro.
Anyway,
the same thing they were cooking with Lola Bunny in the first Space Jam.
That's real.
Yep.
Yeah, they nerfed her. Recently, they nerfed her. Yeah.
Oh my god, but no, Shark Tales just took me back, bro.
Yeah.
What was it? I forget what the line was. It was,
it
was
something.
He said, no, it was something because
because
it was literally something me and my sister used to pair back and forth with each other all the time. I can't remember the first line, but I remember I'm not a nobody, I'm a winner. Oh, Shark Tales is the deep.
The thing I remember from that movie was One in a Trillion. You remember? That was so good, bro.
For me, it was I'm a winner. It was that. It was
and the two jellyfish that look like Kaylin and Kendall.
They do look like them. They straight up. We have two friends that look like those jellyfish. That's hilarious, dude. I never put those connections together either. They look like those guys.
But yeah. Anyways, bro. No, good. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go.
Oh, there was a song at the beginning, man. Every little thing is gonna be all right.
Ban him from. Take his mic. Take his mic, please.
Nonsense.
Anyway. All right, so my next couple.
Yeah.
Ball knowers only. Real broke people. Real slum lords, all right?
Me personally,
Doritos,
I watched good television
Harm's
as a child.
Way, and Doritos Crash Course.
Now, Crash Course, I remember.
What do you know about that,
I was there
bro?
for that
what?
one, bro.
You type in Xbox free games, bro. That popped up immediately. If you were broke and you had nothing to play, bro, we was on Crash Course, bro.
I remember all the free crap I used to try to find on my 360, dude. Crash Course was goated,
You got to use your avatar?
Exactly. No,
yes,
using
bro.
avatars in games meant the world to me back then, dude. Bro,
I missed the avatar system. It's gone.
I do miss that.
What happened?
I'm not gonna lie. That was actually really tough when Xbox did
like,
that.
bro, what? It's not even hard. Like, you just make it so when you're on your friends list, it's like a little dude there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it really
easy.
wouldn't be that difficult to do.
I had mine dripped out. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that was when I first that was my first instance of drip, really, because I was a kid. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I just thought colorful things were
we're
pretty.
all off Xbox now. Like, no one really plays console anymore. If you're like a real gamer. Yeah, but
we're
Steam.
PC master race.
Hey, Steam, give us avatars, please. Steam
avatars would be tough,
That'd be
dude.
tough.
Especially because imagine all the stuff they could pull from.
Give us games that you can play with your avatar. Like, I miss that era of games, bro.
Like whole games you could play
but then they couldn't sell skins.
Be tough.
True. It's in.
Well, they could easily sell skins like based on the games for your avatar, like how Xbox did back in the day.
Xbox would just have it to where you paid Xbox directly for the avatar skin, and then you just put that in the game. So Xbox would get all the revenue. Yeah. Anyway, So Doritos, Harm's Way, and Crash Course. Harm's Way was a great racing game.
Harm's Way.
Just in general.
Oh, yeah.
That was low key.
You put me onto that one.
Yes,
actually, at that
bro.
age.
You had like the little gunner dudes, and then they could switch, and then you could kill the other gunner dudes,
and then you could take the turret,
and then the guy could upgrade you, like the car upgrade you, so you had missiles and like the little mines, bro. That was peak gaming. All right.
Good times, right?
Can we get on Harm's Way too? It won't happen, but. I really wish we had more racing games that were
Wait, was
chaotic.
There a Crash Course 2? I feel like there might have been.
There was a Crash Course 2. See, it wasn't as good.
Crash Course 3.
Yeah. Low key. But Harm's Way, I feel like, was one of those games that's like, it took the racing formula in a new direction, and I feel like we need more of that. We're getting Forces all the time. We're getting Need for Speeds all the time. Give us something more creative.
But
give us Split Second.
Man,
what do you know about Split Second?
I don't know how to this day Split Second didn't like blow up and become a huge thing. That was the coolest thing.
But it just wasn't like it just never got a sequel. I'm sure it was in development hell.
I'll never understand. Probably that's probably what happened. But like that's low key another nostalgia game, dude. Because when I first started Split Second, that was simply the coolest shit.
It was so cool, bro. It was cinema. It was cinema.
You could drive under like a friggin' massive commercial plane at an airport and like cause it to blow up and fall down on the people trying to tail you.
I don't know how they even had all that happening on screen at the same time at the Xbox 360 era. The Xbox 360 was a very weak console. Yes,
it was remarkable.
Like the devs were cooking. I don't know what they were doing back then, but they were going nuts. Star Wars Battlefront 1 on the original Xbox.
Man,
me and my brother played that so much split screen against bots, bro, because we didn't have online, because we didn't have Xbox Live at the time. This is back when I was like probably 5 years old. And my brother was, he was out the womb, bro. He was,
bro, still a pile of cells.
He was actually just a pile of cells. I had to be 7 at the time, I think maybe, because that would make him like 3. So yeah, we were genuinely, bro. We memorized all the spawns for the bots. We were spawn trapping the bots, bro. That's how deep we got into that game, bro. We played it, bro. We knew every single map, all the spawns on every map. We knew exactly. Like we were actually farming them. Anyway, Battlefront 1 was goated. We put way too much time in that game. Probably. I would say close to 500 hours each into the Battlefront 1. It was crazy. That was like my first grind game, for real. And it was against bots. Honorable mention, before I get to my last one, was Black Ops 1, the combat training mode. Ball knowers know. If you were too young to play multiplayer and you could just have one combat training, you just slam everybody. Yeah, the 3-arc game tag, and then you put that into like the little thing, and it would give you the top. It would give you Zombies Arcade, Dead Ops Arcade. That was so fun.
Tough.
Anyway,
man, that game was fun.
Yes, bro.
But crazy thing is actually, so around that age, right? Like I said, I was a Nintendo boy, but everyone in my family, they played it all. So that was really where I picked up ball. Actually, this is around the same time I found out what Kingdom Hearts was. More Kingdom Hearts lore with me later. But just know in the short term, I am a Kingdom Hearts diehard.
Real.
But basically, I think that was when I got tapped into Black Ops Zombies because I had like no COD under my belt.
That screen used to scare me.
Yeah.
The zombies
Dude,
menu
that
screen.
scared the crap out of me,
Holy,
man.
bro! You look to your right and there's a dude up in the little thing banging on the window. I'm like,
dude,
bro,
like,
chill.
I was like terrified that
Bro.
either he was gonna break through or he was gonna be a zombie. Or
Yes,
zombies were
bro.
gonna come get him and
It would
then
show the
break through.
crawler on the screen next to you, bro. I'm
Yep.
like,
That
chill.
freaked me
I'm
out,
7.
bro. And then when you started up and
Chill
like
out.
they like make a noise, I was like, ah, God.
Yeah, that was crazy. No, that was actually crazy.
It was
And you could
actually-
break out of it. You could like get out of the seat, bro.
Yup.
You spam the triggers.
I
Yeah.
actually had no
Bro,
idea that was
bro.
a thing until someone showed
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
But dude, it was funny because like I would hop on zombies with those guys and like I have no shooter skill or
I
experience.
was dog.
Literally, I sucked. But through sheer like because zombies were so scary to me at the time, and zombies have gone on to be one of my favorite kind of like horror monsters.
Mhm.
But the zombies were so freaking scary to me at the time that like it unironically made me good because I would have such a violent knee-jerk reaction to seeing one. I would just knife it on instinct,
yeah.
or like just blast it, dude.
Bro, one I missed as a kid was Left 4 Dead.
Oh, Left
I didn't
4
really
Dead.
play that game because
Yeah,
I didn't have it.
unfortunately I didn't know
My
ball
friends,
at the time.
my friends had it, but I didn't have it, and I couldn't
Yep.
play it.
But I have tried it since, and it's great. But I do
Yeah,
wish
yeah.
I was there for the height of
same.
it.
I wish I was there for that too. But
Thought
yeah,
that was gonna happen with Back for Blood. Like we kind of
Yeah.
get our own version of it. Not quite.
that's real.
Not quite.
Real. Okay, this last one is for actual like real deep ball knowers. Okay, only. Crisis 2, brother. What do you know about Crisis 2, bro? That was low key I want to say the first multiplayer game with advanced movement. You had a super jump in that game. You could slam on the game, so you jump up in the air and slam down on people. It was like Halo 5 had that like slam mechanic.
Yeah,
it was like that. It was like that. It literally was that.
Nice.
Jump up in the air, you could slam on people, and then it had first person assassinations before Reach did. Low key.
Oh, I didn't know that was before.
Yeah.
Like they had it before Reach.
Bro, I want to say the game dropped before Reach. I could be wrong about that, but actually I might be wrong about that because I think Reach dropped beforehand. Anyway, first person, it was just like you'd walk up behind somebody and like snap their head backwards. Bro. It was crazy work, bro. They had armor, active armor in that game, and active camo in that game. So you could like sneak, bro. It was just so fire, bro. They had sliding in that game. Like that game had advanced movement for what it was. Like that was like low key the first game with advanced movement. Anyway, Crisis 2 was a banger. If you know, you know. All the maps were good on that. I think that on that game, all the maps were good low key. Campaign could have been better. I didn't really play it that much, but the multiplayer was goated. Like the multiplayer was actually goated. Anyway, I grinded that game so hard, bro. Me and Don played the game so much. All right, on to the next segment. We're on to 3 gaming hot takes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you cook first.
So
Mine are gonna piss you off.
Oh wait, no. Okay, good. I have this one fresh in my dome because it occurred to me during a previous discussion, and I got passionate about it.
Okay. This shit means something to me.
A lot of people are of the incorrect opinion that things are better now that QTEs are not littering our games. Bring back QTEs. Why is that not like? Why is every?
That's a hot take. I don't agree with that.
What? Bro,
Go ahead. No, go
hot
ahead.
take, bro.
I turned. No. Okay. I played 007 vs. Light. They have QTs in the game. I turned them off. Not joking. Go ahead.
What is wrong with you?
I did preface that. Good. Go ahead.
All right, bro.
Good.
So like,
They
wait,
suck.
wait,
What's the point?
Let me take y'all back, bro. Sorry, are you telling me it wasn't tough?
It was just a hindrance. It would just slow the game down during the cutscenes that were cool.
Bro, I was part of it, bro. I was, and the thing is, it didn't slow you down.
It made you feel represented.
If you were good at the QTEs.
I did, but like it would still just make the Laura Croft do a slow motion before she jumped across the boulder. Like I don't care. Like
No, yeah, that one
like,
in particular.
you know what I
wasn't
mean?
all that,
Like
but
dying light unnecessary. The final boss could like when you're
yeah.
fighting. Yeah,
Yeah, that
it's
one's
like
a big
you're getting a little stab with a machete and it's like you gotta spam 8, bro.
No,
give
let
me
me-
a break.
let me-
Anyway,
let me-
how
me
did they make the
reference-
game better? I want to know this. Go ahead.
listen, there's because it wasn't always used to the best effect.
Okay,
But peak of like
I could agree with
QTEs
that.
in gaming, bro. OG God of War series. Now,
I never played it, so I would know.
oh man.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to play it.
Didn't they have
full.
an abandon your daughter QTE?
I believe they did. I believe. Wait, I'm kind of trying to remember, bro.
I
But
seen a clip of it recently.
I do remember QTEs for beating Poseidon to death.
Okay,
removing
that's tough.
Hermes'
Okay,
Keaton head.
okay, yes.
Like, come
No,
like,
you're
God
right.
of
No,
War QTEs
that
were
is cool.
genuinely excellent.
If your character's continually doing an action,
That's what I'm saying.
if
Those
it's like
QTEs
oh
are the
spam this
best
and then he does the one thing, that kind of
Yeah,
sucks.
the
But if it's
good
like spam
QTEs
X to punch, then okay, that's
the
cool.
good QTEs were the in-depth ones.
That's
where
valid.
They
No,
straight
it's
up
valid.
correlated to what you were doing.
Yes.
Nah, I'm about to blow the case
Yes.
wide open.
Okay, go ahead.
Asura's Wrath. You finna tell me those weren't peak QTEs?
I never
in
played
gaming.
them.
You loser. All right, bro. For everyone here who had a
I
childhood,
don't know what that is. Should I know what that
You
is?
don't know Asura's
What is
Wrath?
that? You start
Freaking-
making words up.
Red dude, white hair, super angry, fighting gods. It was basically God of War, but like
Yeah, it
less-
sounds like God of War.
It was
No,
PG-13 God of War. It was.
that sounds unnecessary.
It was amazing, bro. So I just can't even look at you right now.
I don't know ball apparently.
It was literally.
I was in the you were in the action games. I was in the mill sims.
Yeah, bro. If a game had a way to fade somebody, I was there, bro.
Yeah,
I
was
found
not.
out. Even if it wasn't my game, like you
Yeah.
have no idea how many core experience I have with games that were not mine.
Yeah.
I hopped on my cousins, bro. They could vouch to this, especially one of them if he was here, bro. Like he literally, if a game had a story mode or something like that he didn't want to beat to unlock this stuff, he would sit me down in front of it. Not only would I beat the story mode, but once we're playing multiplayer, I made him regret it because then I was a
you were
master of the
sliming
game,
him.
bro.
Yeah, you were sliming.
This is literally like, I don't think he realizes how much of a monster he made me into on a lot of these games. And to this day, I will like fade him in something, and he'll be like, "Bro, like, why are you like this?
Yeah.
It's you.
Okay.
You did this."
so back to QTEs with Azura's
Yeah.
Wrath. How did that make the game better?
It was
Explain.
the epitome of those, like, if you're beating the crap out of him, because Asura, he was a very simple man.
Yeah.
He was going to punch the ever-loving hell out
Okay.
of whoever he was fighting.
Gotcha.
I can't tell you how many, and it was so tough because it would start off with mashing B, right? So you're mashing B, he's punching the hell out of somebody.
Uh-huh.
And then they would like do it in stages, so it upped the ante where like the glass behind the B starts to break, and like it goes from you just hitting him to now the guy's like flopping around like you're beating his ass.
Okay.
And then it go further where you break the B button on the screen and you just like straight boom him through something. Like it was amazing. And the best of them,
I see.
the best one were when the QTEs got like really in depth and they actually corresponded to the specific action. Like yeah, there's beat a punch, but bro, what you know about the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm series?
I don't know about that, bro.
Genuinely one of the best instances of QTEs in gaming, bro. Like, cause the game had simple controls, but I feel like playing through the story mode not only just taught you the game, but like the QTEs made you understand. Oh, this button corresponds to this feature, so it kind of made you like get the game theory behind the game better.
Mm-hmm. That's understandable. My argument against that is that I'm currently watching a playthrough of Batman the Telltale series.
Yeah.
They have QTEs in the game for every single combat scene. It stinks. It's
I
super
mean, that's
dog,
Telltale.
bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
those are not
bad.
good.
It's bad, bro. Like Batman's actions are meant to be fluid. That's what makes him look good on
and
screen.
they won't be.
And
when
they
you're doing
slow
that.
down and make his combat choppy. It stinks. It super stinks.
Now, and that's another weird thing. Is like, I feel like a lot of games they kind of do that with QTEs, where it's like there's a pause.
Yes, that's so ass.
Yeah, in God of War, at least in my memory, how it felt to me in God of War, and especially in Naruto Storm, the QTE was part of the action. If you didn't hit that in time,
I see.
you lost.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I
Okay.
can't tell you how many fights I'm playing through
Yes.
as Naruto. And if you miss that QTE, you get smacked immediately and straight up die.
Yeah.
Like
That happens in. I know there's like in Detroit Become Human. There's consequences to failing the QTEs, which is kind of cool.
And I think that's peak, like, because it really like it makes you think, what is my character actually trying to do?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you hit the button.
And you have to do it
correspond.
fast. The game does not slow down for you to hit
Exactly.
it. The game
Peak
makes
of
you hit it
QTEs.
fast or you fail.
So
Yeah.
it's like, bro, like tell me that's not the coolest shit ever. You're
Yeah.
actively part of this cutscene because if
Yeah.
you miss something, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Like that
I
was
still
amazing.
prefer. I see what you're saying. I still prefer just cutscenes, but I understand. I do understand what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah, it was to me like I think I probably went over this in the last.
I don't hate your take. I don't hate your take anymore. I think
like,
it's a lot less
like,
hot now that you're
especially
explaining.
you gotta, bro. I gotta see you play
Yeah.
through like Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2 because that was some good shit right there.
Uh-huh.
And the one that keeps coming back to my mind, it's one of my favorite ones. It's actually Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 when this happens, but it's the fight between Naruto and Sasuke on the bridge after the 5 Kage Summit. And first of all, that fight is just masterfully done. Like they didn't even have to bless us with that because obviously the game is following the plot of the anime.
Yeah.
In the anime, they see each other, clash, and go their separate ways.
Okay.
The game, that wasn't enough for them. They gave us one of their best fights, I think, just period.
Nice.
Like there's this one cool ass sequence. I forget how exactly it starts. I think the coolest part to me also is when they kind of weave between like regular gameplay, then they do QTEs, and then you're back in like regular gameplay fighting. So it felt like you were part of the transition. But the fight like starts off with regular fighting. They kind of rush each other, and at this point, there's like they were in like a rocky area in the middle of like a lake or river or something going under this bridge. And they get off of this rock, and now they're running on the water. So like they had you doing, I believe it was a sideways input because they're running next to each other, and as they're running, they actually start swinging at each other, and they're like swinging back and forth, like switching sides and stuff like that. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, Naruto, you run up ahead, and then they have you hit back because he stops on a dime and like swings backwards when Sasuke catches up, and it's the coolest shit ever.
Do you think that instance would have been cooler as you just controlling the character and having a fight with boss interactions in it? You see what I'm
So
saying?
like how like I know what you mean, but like more like you're mid combo or something and he breaks and they kind of do that in the cutscene and then go back.
Yes.
So those
You
are
think
awesome.
that'd be cooler than just QTEs?
Nah.
No, QTEs are better.
Exactly. I don't know. It's the interactivity for me.
Okay.
Because like, yeah, I can watch an awesome fight. That's cool, but it's like that's the same thing as just watching a show. But it's like I just see this pop on screen. It's like, oh, I gotta hit this, or Sasuke's gonna like straight up slash me in half.
Yeah.
So I do this, but kind of the big one that really got me in that fight is a later part of the fight. They're up on a wall. Sasuke shoots some fireballs, and Naruto like jumps through them, and he comes out with this spin, and then he like lunges with a knife. So they have you do a spin on your stick, and then like a forward melee attack. And like again, if you don't hit that, he literally like cuts through you, and you just die right there.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that whole sequence is just so tough.
I think failing QTEs, it really does break the whole flow of the fight.
I think the failing is a cool part of it because it's like
if you just fail and just die.
Yeah, I think that like cause
you gotta redo it, and it's like it's not it's not as fun.
I mean, yeah, but in contrast, if you don't have the QTE, if you fail, then you literally just do this whole boring ass fight over.
No, that's valid. That's valid.
You know?
I see what you're saying.
And it's like kind of relearning the QTEs. I feel like that's kind of a fun process because to me, it made me understand like I don't know. It made me kind of get the fight more.
I'd rather learn boss patterns than a QTE though.
That's valid.
You know what I mean? Like
That's
Elden
valid.
Ring has no QTEs in it,
right?
Because you're just learning boss patterns.
Yeah. See, the good thing
I
about
feel like
those
that's
games,
more interesting than learning.
It is.
Yeah.
I'd say it definitely is more interesting inherently, but that game kind of mixed both, so it like you didn't even notice the difference because it's like I said with the whole fireballs on the wall thing. Before that happens, if I'm not mistaken, he jumps on the wall and is shooting down at you, and then you go up after him and leads to that kind of sequence. But I also like the QTEs because sometimes they actually like the failures kind of had character to them. I think it was during the Orochimaru fight, which mind you, this guy has watched like no anime. He doesn't know who half these characters
I've seen
are.
like 3 animes in my life. One season of the 3 different animes. Yeah.
In Ultimate Ninja Storm 2, I forget when it was exactly, but like it's some point when Naruto fights Orochimaru and he goes into like the four-tail state. I forget when it was. But some of the QTEs, like the fail condition, because Naruto is like he's actually kind of a knucklehead canonically. Some of the QTEs were straight up comedic, like in how he failed, and that was always great to me. So like, one of them, there's a few of them. I think if you fail, like they just like deck you in the face, and he makes a dumbass face and he dies or whatever. Some of them, it's like he just kind of like gets like flung off the screen, or whatever. But one I remember, it was a standout moment to me because basically he's charging up this big blast he's going to do with Orochimaru. And so I hit this whole QTE and I pull it off, do this big blast. But I hadn't seen the episode by this point, so I didn't know what canonically happened next. Orochimaru literally just pops out of the ground behind him and rocks him. And I'm like, I failed? How? I hit it. But no, that was part of the canon fight. So like then they prop me another quick QTE to like basically come back and swing right back and like hit him. And I don't know, that kind of experience is dope to me. I feel like it makes me.
Especially as a kid, it's like, it's just peak, bro. It's just peak.
I was a kid, but I think it really puts you in the fight.
That's valid.
Because I love when games kind of make everything interactive. I mentioned this last episode, but like one of my favorite games of all time is Nier Automata because everything you do in that game, it's like it's canon. Like when you save, the character saved. That's how that's happening because they're androids. They're literally saving their own data on themselves when you save the game. The menu you open up, that's them in their own personal HUD, and they are changing the settings on their body to match what you're doing. Like when you calibrate the volume, that's actually something your character's canonically doing. Like someone stops and they're like, all right, we got to recalibrate you after this incident that happened. Like
that's cool.
And that's a whole part of the game. Like, so every interaction you have with that game's UI is something your character's actually doing it. And so like it's just really cool. So I think the more that a game kind of makes it feel like I'm not just playing as the character, but like I'm part of this whole process, the better. And QTEs are a huge part of that for me.
Okay, you got 2 more hot takes. Go ahead.
Oh Jesus, right. The next one. Now this one, I don't know if I have as good of a defense for it, but I don't care. I feel it in the pit of my gut. I think that on its face, super armor is a bad mechanic. Like, there's cases where it can work, but I think it's just bad, especially in the case of like fighting games, for example, right? Obviously, your objective is hit the other guy and not get hit. And like, sure, there's all sorts of ways to do defense. There's all sorts of ways to take a fight. You know, some characters have interesting mechanics that flip that on its head. But it's like, why is the other guy getting straight up rewarded?
What game is it the most egregious in?
What game is it the most egregious in? I'm trying to remember because there was a specific game I was playing that made me so mad that I developed this take in that moment.
It's got to be For Honor.
I think it was before For Honor.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember which one it was. It might have been. Was it like Street Fighter 4? I'm trying to think of which one it was.
I just remember my first
But For Honor definitely was bad.
Yeah. My first exposure to For Honor not For Honor. My first exposure to Super Armor
Was
just
For
actually
Honor?
cucking you was Shigoki's grab.
Yep, I know that was
Holy,
brutal.
bro!
I was like, why is that getting
you
Super
could,
Armor?
especially on release, it was so
Oh my
busted.
God,
it
dude.
took half her HP. He got all his health back, and
it
it
had,
was
like,
literally
it
like
had
you just
crazy
could.
tracking at that
He
time,
would
bro.
catch you in mid heavy and just
Exactly.
It was,
I'm like,
that
I'm
was
playing
it.
as Warden at the
Yeah.
time. I take my greatsword. It lands in the middle of his
just
forehead, and he just
grabs
picks me up.
you.
Get out of here,
He gets all the
bro.
damage you just did back, and he takes
Get
half
outta
HP
here,
and throws you on the
bro.
ground.
Like,
You're out
what
of
are we
stamina.
talking about,
Yeah,
bro?
that was crazy.
That one got me.
That was one of the most egregious for me.
Funny enough, in Smash Bros, which is like probably my favorite fighting game, even though it's probably not, like, it technically doesn't classify. I don't care as a fighting game. It made me a man. Platform fighter, but a fighter.
Yep.
That's one of my ones where I hate Super Armor the least, oddly enough.
Really? Okay.
And I think it's probably because in a platform fighter, your movement is so rich.
Yeah, that's true.
That, like, yeah, you can have Super Armor. I could easily, like, there's 8 different angles I could hit you from while you're doing this armor move,
that's
bro.
right.
Like, I could hit you and move without consequence.
And not get caught with it.
I could just hit you from another angle. Like, there's so many things.
There's counters.
Yeah.
There's counters that make sense and are easily attainable or doable.
And I feel like the armored moves were also, like, way more justifiable. The moves with armor in Smash mostly are actually extremely slow. Like, so it needs the armor, because otherwise I was absolutely the type who was just going to hit them before they finished their move.
That's real.
That was my philosophy for a long time in Smash. It still kind of is. Like, why pass up an opportunity to just hit you?
Yeah.
But yeah, the super armor kind of like baited people who thought that way.
Mm-hmm.
And so it kind of made me like really come to appreciate, like, right, I have so many movement options or just other ways to deal with this move. It made me realize maybe I should block sometimes. I could actually block and just punish him after the fact instead of trying to hit him instead.
Yeah, I got you.
But I do think in other games, I'm not making my case. Like I said, I wasn't sure if I could make a great case, but it's I feel like it's contradictory for the most part, and it's just aggravating because I don't really think I think it's inherently bad because I feel like most games that use it don't know how to balance it.
You think newer games have gotten better at balancing it, or no?
Honestly, I'm trying to think of some recent games where Super Armor was even a big deal. Like, they've got it, and to be fair, it might be just that I've gotten better at dealing with it. But, like, for a long time, it felt like it was given to moves that were, like, maybe too fast or, like, too safe. Like, moves that it's like they don't have the vulnerability of the moves in Smash that have the super armor. Like, they have that super armor because I'm almost certainly going to hit them while they're trying to do this move. Or other moves, it's like, no, that's a good move, and you just gave it armor, so I can't even fight it back. Like,
no, what you
the
mean.
one obvious way of don't let him do the move is busted.
Yes.
So it's like you took that option from me. Thanks. But yeah, I feel like a lot of games kind of take that approach. They put armor on the wrong moves that are really good, and so it doesn't really feel like it kind of is solving a problem as much as making one.
So what's your third hot take?
Let me see. I have a whole lot. Oh yeah, here's actually I don't even know if this one's really a hot take, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I kind of did say it a minute ago, but I believe that games are actually, from all that I've seen, they might be the best way to tell a story. And it's because of games like Nier Automata or the Naruto series with their QTEs. Like, because yes, I can watch a story and it can absolutely move me, but there's nothing that's gonna quite hit the same as when I'm the one making the choices. Like A Way Out. Dude, like you can you can watch.
You're cooking.
Play it right now. What's wrong with you? I don't
get a friend, find a friend, your girlfriend, whatever. I don't care. Play that shit.
Like video games.
Play that
Do
shit,
it,
bro.
Because it's a great story that you should.
It's just a great story,
But like, yeah, we could have watched Leo and Vince fight.
It wouldn't have hit the same. It wouldn't hit the same.
The fact that like we've played this whole game together, and they put the controller in my hands, and they told me now slime your homeboy. That messed me up, dude.
Spoiler warning, by the way. But
yeah. That was what I meant. Earlier.
Yeah.
But like, how many games have you been playing where it's like,
man,
your character's got to make a choice?
It makes it stick with you longer. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like games like even games like The Last of Us, right? Like they stick with you longer than like say the show would.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I would say the show is better written than like especially like season 1. Season 1 they rewrote that. They rewrote some things and made some changes, and I think it works better as a show. But the story sticks with you longer when at the end of the game you have to slime out of hospital for Ellie, and you're doing it. Like you're not watching Joel do it. You yourself are sliming doctors, and you're grabbing Ellie and you're dragging her out of there, bro. And like I don't know, it does hit different when you are you're directly involved in
Exactly.
the actions of the character,
Exactly.
and you know that you agree with them low key.
Exactly.
You know what I mean,
I think that's what it is. It's when a game puts like
Yeah.
one of the toughest choices that character's
Yeah.
gonna make. They don't just make you watch the character do it. They make
Yeah,
you do
yeah.
it.
They put you in those shoes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like how many times
Yeah.
has a game literally given you? It's the simplest thing ever. It's the simplest input, but it's so hard to
Think
do.
of the no Russian mission in MW2.
Yup.
That was
They make
so
you just start
controversial
shooting those
because
people.
you were the one doing
They
it.
make
And
you
we've seen
commit terrorism.
we've seen crazy events in movies before.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know how many movies start with just some random guys just airing something
Yes,
out? Like,
exactly.
whatever,
But
bro.
it was the fact that you were the one doing it that made news headlines,
Oh,
brother.
absolutely.
Like they literally had to put a trigger warning before that mission because of that. You're the one doing it. It really does. It when the medium of gaming does make things stick with you longer.
Exactly.
I don't know if you can. I think it's maybe tell the same story as effectively through other
Oh
mediums.
yeah, you can.
But
I think gaming as a medium just has so many advantages.
Think about Halo Reach, the last mission. Mission objective survive.
I was gonna say, dude,
like
how
the
many moments like
emotions
that
you
where-
go through that. You're out of ammo in
And then
both
there's
guns.
that.
You're just meleeing shit. Like,
There's not many scenarios in a
Yes,
video
bro.
game like when you're put into a fight, the fight of your life,
Yes.
and you're asking yourself, am I even supposed to win? Can I win? Because yeah, you can watch it on a screen, but there's nothing like you're in a fight and they've got you pulling out all the stops.
Yes.
I can't tell you how many Dragon Ball Z games did this to me. Halo.
Yeah.
How many games where you're in a fight and you're just like, I don't know how I can win.
Yes.
But you have to keep trying.
Yeah.
And you don't know it's because your character doesn't win. Your character can't win.
Yeah,
And so they get
yeah.
you trying everything. And
Yeah.
then there's also the flip side of it where a fight is so balls to the wall hard, and this is one that Dragon Ball Z games really did to me. And you're like, there's no way I'm supposed to win this fight. So like, you keep trying to fight, but you're like, all right, I've accepted. He's just gonna fade me here, and you get a fail screen. It's like, I gotta beat this guy. I
know
gotta
what you
beat
mean.
this.
I
I'm
know
supposed
what you
to
mean.
win.
Yes.
There's no greater way a game can pose you a challenge than a fight that feels like it shouldn't be winnable,
Yeah,
and then they
yeah.
tell you, no, go back in there and win.
Yeah.
Go win
real.
that.
That's actually so real.
Good time.
But there's no better feeling of beating that too. You know,
Oh,
so that's why it
absolutely,
sticks with you so long.
absolutely.
Because it's like, yeah, I actually did that. I didn't think I even could, but then it brings out something in you that like, dang, I can really do anything,
I
bro.
did
Yeah,
that,
If
exactly.
I really
That
put my
felt
mind to it, I could
impossible,
do
but
that.
I
Yeah,
did it.
exactly. Okay, I'm gonna get into my
times,
my 3
good
hot
times.
takes because I got a couple. They're gonna.
I forget. Did I give 2 or 3?
I think you get your third. I could be lying.
Yeah. I did. I gave 3.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So my first one is people are gonna hate this. Elden Ring is hard to want to replay.
I honestly gotta agree with you.
It's like, bro,
Because I've tried several times.
The first time, it's because the first time is so novel.
magical.
The first time is so novel. You're exploring, you're finding new things, especially if you're not doing it with a guide. You're just looking at the map, like, oh,
Which
that looks
I
interesting. I
mostly
go
was.
there. There's something cool there, right?
I would just look up like, oh, is there a good weapon
Yes,
for this?
yes.
And then I'd just be like, all right, I'm setting out in this direction. That's where they
Yes.
said you get it.
Yep.
If I find it, I find it.
And you find little interesting ways to get to the places you want to get to.
Mhm.
Do a little parkour and stuff like that. You find new weapons. You don't really know what they do, and then you look at them, look at the stats. You kind of
Try 'em, you mess
change
around
your
with the
ability. You
moves,
try
you're
them
like,
out.
holy
Yes, bro.
crap.
You're like, dang, that's hidden, bro. Playing with your friends. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yup.
your boys join in, help you with the boss. Radon fight
And
was peak, bro.
Exactly.
You know
it
what I'm
made
saying?
it feel like your character had lore. Like
Yes.
Like me
And
personally.
you were building that lore as you were playing with your
Exactly.
friends.
I'm playing out my
alongside, 'cause
character
we're all
story in the
playing
game,
yes, bro.
dude. No,
Yes,
oh my
bro.
god. So obviously we've all been slumped by the Tree Sentinel and then probably slumped by Margit too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I did that and I'm like, all right, I clearly have to work my way up. Mind you, that was after so much stubbornness. Of, I don't want to work my way up.
Yeah, same.
But I did.
55 tries of just getting your shit right.
I'm just getting
Yeah.
smoked.
Yeah. Tree Sentinel had me in a
especially
chokehold.
when I was under the foolish impression that you're supposed to fight Tree Sentinel on horseback because he's on horseback. And I don't know.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you though.
I
don't
had the
blame you.
impression that like, oh, horseback enemies, you take like a horseback duel with them.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Fighting on torrent sucks.
Yeah, it does.
You will get hit once.
That's
and you will
why I
lose
don't like
half your
fighting the
health.
dragons. I can't lie because you have to fight them. You have to fight the dragons
Yep.
basically on torrent, and I
Yep.
hate fighting on torrent. It's just the controls are so jank.
Yep.
The turning around in that game.
He
does like
turned
a weird
really
loop,
freaking
bro.
weird. I got to like the way I would find around that it was so ghetto. I would literally like jump forward and then
Yeah.
double jump.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Because
Yes.
like his turning
Yes,
was so
right.
bad.
Yeah, it was bad. It was
he
bad.
turned like
He for the most part he controlled well, but that was bad.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But I will say, Elden Beast fight still would have been better if you could use him.
that's real.
Because
That's
why
real.
the heck
Yeah,
is he
because
not
Elden
usable there?
he'd be running.
I mean, it's a unique mechanic introduced to this game, and it's not present in the final boss. Is that not strange?
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. But yeah, anyway, the reason is just because the first time is so novel, and the second time feels like a chore.
Yeah, it doesn't
You know
feel
where all
like
the
that.
stuff is.
Exactly.
You halfway remember
that
some
or
of the
like
stuff. Then you
you-
gotta go look some shit up because you want to make a certain
Exactly.
build. You gotta
And the
find a
magic's
weapon.
not there
It's
because you
not
already
there,
know
bro.
it's
Yes.
like
You fought the bosses before. You know their movesets to a degree. You're gonna get whacked by them. It's just a nuisance.
Fighting the bosses is gonna be fun.
Yeah,
like the game is still very enjoyable.
But some bosses are a nuisance.
Some bosses are a nuisance.
Like let's not act like Renala was a fun fight. That fight stinks.
So it's hilarious. It's hilarious. I can see all the reasons why that fight sucks, but it's funny because at no point did I ever have that because Dragon Incants. I went in there.
You were spamming.
I went in there with the dragon like mouth blast. So I literally just saw that. I looked around that room and I said no. I hit the fattest dragon blast, cleared every goon out in that room. She fell out of the sky, and I'm like, yeah, now I'm about to beat you.
I see. No, yeah.
Now the second phase of that fight is dope, and because I was able to speed run my way into it, I enjoyed that fight.
But the amount of times I was under level when I fought her, so the amount of times I had to redo that first phase, I was going insane. Yeah, and I was just guy with sword and shield at the time. So it was pissing me off so bad, bro. I was getting random books thrown at me, bro. Chandeliers thrown at me, bro. It's throwing random tombstone people at me. I'm like, bro, move around, bro.
Really
and then you burn all your heals before you even get to the fight with her, bro. It's like, come on, man. And then the sounds are annoying, bro. I'm so sick of hearing these people just moan in my ear the whole time, bro. Move around, man. Anyway, that was There's just so many gripes with like the second time. You know what I mean? Yeah, and the dragons were just not fun to fight, except for like Placidus X. I ain't gonna lie, he was fun.
The ancient dragons were dope.
They were, but the ones that are just like walking around would piss me off. If they didn't have their own arena, the dragons piss me off. Anyway,
But I think for Elden Ring, I low key I think I blessed myself because I was probably past Liurnia on. I was almost always slightly over level, and it was because I refused to pick a niche for my build. All right, like look me in my eyes here. I was told that a Spellblade... Well, no, I wasn't told. I heard the phrase Spellblade, and I thought that meant guy with a magical sword. I'm thinking I'm going to go in there like Link with the Master Sword. I'm going to do a slash, and like this massive blade of energy is going to come out of my sword. And that's the thing in Elden Ring.
Yeah, I was going to say, I had that sword, actually.
A Spellblade in Elden Ring is actually just a guy with a sword and a staff.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be that. That wasn't interesting enough for me.
Valid.
And so...
I was a guy with sword and staff at the end,
yeah. I bounced around between builds until, frankly, I was going to brute force it. I did an Elden Ring Jack of all trades build. Like, I was dual wielding it at every time.
Yeah, I don't know why he likes dual wielding so much. He's actually a dual fiend.
It's tough,
bro. It's cool, but like,
see, you want to know
fireball,
why?
Fuck nigga.
Nah, bro. I got the whole counter argument. But first, I'll explain where my dual wielding addiction came from. I'd say so. I knew about anime for most of my life, but when I really like got into the weeds of it, it started with Sword Art Online in 6th grade.
Oh, give me a break with that shit.
In hindsight, that anime stinks. But at the time, I just discovered how cool swords were.
Okay.
And Kirito dual wielding was the toughest thing in the universe to me at the time.
Oh, you were a Kirito glazer, bro. I know what kind of man you are. I know what kind of man you are, bro. And that's okay. That's okay.
Season 1 was peak. Everything after that stunk.
Okay.
And even at the time, I knew that much.
All right.
Season 2 was kind of cool because like the lengths he was willing to go to, but I just thought dual wielding was the coolest shit ever. So my idea was get me 2 swords. They both have to be magical somehow. I want to be able to shoot a laser out of my sword.
Okay.
And yeah, so to facilitate that, I basically at all times I had all 6 weapon slots in my inventory full. I would have like I said, I spent.
Your weight stat was looking crazy,
bro. I had to have like the Great Arsenal Jar Talisman. I had like Radagon Score Seal, so I could put up my endurance, so I could carry more.
Yeah.
You have no idea the fights I was having with my armor stats in my inventory. I wanted to wear heavier armor, but I realized that wasn't achievable. But I wanted to have drip.
Yeah.
Like, man.
You were like Yote out there, bro.
When I tell you, no one's Elden Ring inventory was as full as mine, unless you were doing one of those like, can I beat Elden Ring while fat rolling builds? Yeah. Unless you were doing one of those, I promise my build was heavier. So I would carry my 2 swords, which could be anything from rapiers to curved swords to great swords. I would carry a staff and then a seal, an incantation seal, which again to emphasize like how heavy my build was.
You were just doing anything.
I had to find the seals in Elden Ring that are actually weightless. I had to find the magic seals that are straight up weightless in order to be able to pull this off. If I grabbed a seal that had a weight value, I couldn't do it.
Okay.
So I had to do that,
I see.
and then I have my that's what I would do actually. I would either have bows depending on the fight, or I would
bows.
Yes.
Bows?
You never know when you might need one.
I didn't need a bow ever.
You might need a bow.
I had magic.
The crazy thing is, I also had magic, but you never know when you might need a bow.
Bro.
You never know.
All right, bro.
So yeah,
you got Green Arrow in chat now, bro.
Bro, literally. But 9 times out of 10, it would be 2 small curved swords because that was what I liked. One with the Wing of Astal, that was my favorite weapon in the game. And then I eventually, after so much grinding, I got the Magma Blade from one of Rykar's little serpent dudes. But I'd have that. I'd have my Weightless Seal. I'd have a staff. And then I would have my great swords in case I simply had enough of a boss and I just had to just club them to death. And so that would be Randy's great sword and Rykar's great sword. And yeah, you know, that was.
Who was your favorite boss fight on there?
My favorite boss fight in Elden Ring. Ooh, there's so many good ones, man. There's some goated ones, man. Because it's like, immediately comes to mind. So I carried a bunch of things in my build, but funny enough, like I said, because of the Kirito dual wielding influence, I wanted to imagine that my character was like super agile and nimble, hence the dual wielding the curved swords or whatever. So because of that, I really love to fight agile enemies too. I think fights between two like characters who are supposed to be fast are the coolest thing, just period. Like powerful fights are cool too, but fast fights are great. So I loved fighting the Black Knives like way more than I even think like anyone else does. Maybe even more than I should, but it felt like a dance. It was awesome. They moved weird. I moved kind of interesting, and like we're like sprinting around the arena, like swinging these cool ass little blades at each other, firing like I said, I was using the Wing of Astal, so we both have like a blade projectile. We're firing at each other. It was the coolest shit ever. But there's those guys, but then you ramp it up and you got like Malekith. Like if
Malekith is cool.
If he's not at least in your top 5 Elden Ring bosses, I just don't like you.
Out of all the bosses, he dogged me the most, bro. He had me in the chokehold, bro. He had one specific move with like the lingering like death ability, bro. It was cooking me, bro.
And you think it's safe to go in and get him,
bro.
And then the whole circle just turns into the death
I was getting farmed by that shit, bro.
I remember.
I had nothing for it, bro.
I was there watching him get genuinely slimed. I
Yeah.
watched this man get vigor checked in real time,
I was
bro,
getting
because
vigor checked,
he was
bro.
going for a mage build. Like I said, I was jack of all trading, so I went with vigor too. It was like I think I hit like 50-something vigor by that time, but this man was at like he was like
maybe
he might have been
30.
I was gonna say he wasn't even. He might have been under 30. Dude.
I was probably 28 or something like that. Yeah.
This dude, he was
I was
actually
intelligence maxing.
Yeah, he would go in, he would charge up Common Azure, and I know a lot of you are going to call him.
I don't care.
You're going to call him Elden Ring slurs for this, and I think that's funny.
I don't care.
He would go in and
first
bam,
phase
Common Azure. He literally would do that, and he would take down first phase Garant. He would take him down instantly, and then Malekith would genuinely just put BTA on this man. I can't tell you.
It was wicked, bro.
Oh my god, I can't tell you how many fights we would spawn in, right? Because of course we wanted to play Elden Ring together. And because I wasn't getting vigor checked, I got further ahead than him. So, like, at almost all times, I was a little bit further ahead. And so he'd be like, I'm having some difficulty with this boss, or, you want to fight this boss together. And he'd spawn me in. And, of course, it makes you spawn outside of the fog gate. And actually, I'm thinking of one specific boss where this happened. It was hilarious. But
you talk about the ulcerated trees. He was sliding on so crazy,
big
bro.
bosses were the bane of this guy because he don't got the vigor to be, like, getting hit by random strays.
Bro. Until I got Meteorite spell, and I was cooking, bro.
And, oh, my God.
It had
Meteorite
so
was
much,
so good.
it had so much posture damage, bro. Yeah.
But literally, he would spawn me in. I'm outside the gate. And he goes in, and I'm like, all right, let's get this, bro. I'm pulling out my little dual swords. I'm walking in behind him. I feel tough. I'm like, I'm about to stand next to my boy. I walk in. I know, before I walk in, I just hear him yelling, and I'm like, what? And I walk in, and the boss.
You see dust particles?
I just see dust particles in the air, bro. Because this was genuinely, like, this happened at least 20 times consecutively with this tree spirit. We would walk
just
in.
Jump at me off.
It would start with that attack where they jump in the air and they dive first.
Bro,
so
bro.
I walk in, and he's just in this thing's mouth getting toasted in the air. And I'm literally like, I just watched this happen, and he drops dead, and he turns to dust. And it squares up with me. And I literally, like, I got used to the timing. I'm like, you're maybe going to get off one move before I disappear because my friend has been eaten, bro.
I'm not going to lie, but I think my favorite boss in that game was the, it was like the Dragonkin soldier. The one with the lightning.
Oh, the one with the ice lightning?
Yeah, bro, that was so tough.
Not gonna lie, it was pretty
That
awesome
fight was so peak. And the area was so peak, too.
Because I fought the other ones, and the area, that whole area was beautiful.
Bro.
That area was mystifying to me. But I fought the other Dragonkins, and they were cool as hell. But I'm like, all right, I'm used to you guys now.
Yeah.
But only this one busted out electric wings. And when he did that, I was like, oh, shit, I have not seen this before.
He was cooking.
I was turning into the Willem Dafoe looking up meme. Like, he's just in the air with this spear of ice. Like, wait, bro, don't. I didn't know you had this move.
No, for real. But no, yeah, my second hot take. Night Rain was a cash grab. I don't care. No, I don't care. I know people have fun with it. Brother, that was the most low effort content I've ever seen out of a game, especially from that studio. Holy shit. We're doing a battle royale, and mind you, none of the spawns changed. It was one map. Spawns never changed. Give me a break with that shit, bro.
I'm trying to think. I think you kind of like flew in differently on different paths.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a show.
Because I'm not gonna lie.
No, I don't want to hear
As I
that,
was
bro.
playing
Night Rain was a cash grab, bro. They took the assets, they flipped them bitches, they put it on a new map. They said, "Fuck it, we ball." And then they just added bosses like every now and then just to keep people appeased. That was such a cash grab, bro.
Playing through
Come
Night
on,
Rain,
who's talking about it now? People are still talking about Elden Ring. Who's talking about Night Rain? Nobody. No, who's playing it? Check the player count. 5, guaranteed. No one's playing that, bro. Come on.
I do think that like Night Rain, like had they truly like dropped, and I get. There's a few reasons why I get them doing it with Elden Ring, but if Night Rain was just literally its own thing, like it's just FromSoft Night Rain or some crap, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's his whole own game with its own fresh assets. They can reuse the old ones, but if the base of the game is all new stuff, then I think 100% justifiable. But I can't deny that there were times while I was playing Night Rain that I was like, is he right? Because he was saying this at the time.
Yes, bro.
I was like, is he right?
Come on, bro. Like, I don't know.
Because some of the bosses, I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, like you can tell you kind of don't fit here. And it's like, yeah, of course you were made in a different game, but like there were some things that probably could have been done to improve this kind of registering here. Or like I thought there was gonna be kind of like some more like there is lore, but I thought there'd be like connections to the base Elden Ring, and that was part of my defense. It's like, oh, this is gonna pan out. Like this is gonna be a bigger thing. There's gonna be a Night Rain 2. Like this is gonna be a whole part of the Elden Ring saga or some crap, man.
Yeah. Never to be mentioned again, bro. At least they didn't charge full price.
Yeah,
it's 40.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Even then, it's just like I don't know, bro. That
but
I
felt
like it could have been a mode in Elden Ring.
It could have been a mode. It could have been
like
a mode,
just drop it as free DLC. No,
it could have been. That's not even false.
I don't know. It felt a little scummy to me.
It's like
especially with how bare bones it dropped. It dropped with, I mean, what six bosses?
Because I think it dropped before Shadow of the Erdtree, and I forget if they added the Shadow of the Erdtree stuff actually.
Maybe, but I think it dropped with 6 bosses in one map. And like what, three?
I think
there was 3 classes.
I think there was like technically 7. Oh no, there was actually a bunch of classes.
Okay, there's a bunch of classes.
Yeah, because I don't think they really added many, if any. But there were a bunch of classes. Now there weren't many unlocked, but I like unlockable characters.
Okay. No, it's valid. Yeah, I mean, it gave you something to do. I'm not gonna say like it didn't, but I just felt like at the time it really felt like the cash grab, bro. Anyway, that's just me. Yeah,
I do see that take, and it's like I can't necessarily refute it. I don't think there's anything in the game that definitively proves this is its own standalone thing. And not, just a way to kind of like chill, get them some money between time. But if it's a cash grab, it's the most valid and justified cash grab. Don't get me wrong, FromSoft is not lacking for money, but Night Rain was good.
Yeah.
It was fun. We played it, had a good time. And like after all the cooking that From has done, like I'll play a little side.
I don't know, man. I don't think that gives you a free pass to just do a cash grab. But anyway, that's just that. That's neither here nor there. I know this last one's gonna piss you off crazy. Okay, aside from sports games. Because that's egregious. That's an egregious example. I'm about to say something. The gaming genre. Okay, I'm having.
Words.
The gaming genre with the most slop is fighting games. By far. The most slop. The most slop.
Actual son
Think
of a
about
bitch.
I'm about to drop some examples on your head right now.
Bruh.
Invincible versus Jump Force. Multi versus 2XKO. MK1.
Nah, don't insult 2XKO like that. MK1?
Yes.
That one, I'm not going to lie.
That was a slop game,
Actually,
bro.
I'm about to answer this hot take with a hot take.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat is the Call of Duty of fighting games, where they're
That's
just they're the McDonald's of that.
Take.
Like I'm
That's
sorry,
ice
bro.
cold, brother.
Street Fighter and Tekken are just better, and I don't know, man. Too many people they're big Mortal Kombat diehards, and you can enjoy Mortal Kombat. I'm not saying you can't. But how can you find that superior to Street Fighter and Tekken?
Yeah.
I don't even like Tekken that much.
No, I don't. But like, I feel bad for y'all, bro. Like y'all really got Jump Force.
Nah, I can't lie. Jump Force was genuinely disgusting.
I mean, that was disrespectful. That was just disrespectful.
That was rude. Like Jump Force, you have no idea how geeked I was for that game, and like that genuinely hurt me when that game came out. And it was literally just one of the Naruto Storm games. But yeah, sure, more characters, but like this could have actually had original gameplay and whatnot.
Yes. Multiverses.
Now, Multiverses was actually peak. It's just the devs didn't commit to it, man. They let that die. Like
that's what I'm saying.
I think,
but I feel like that's just laziness.
It is.
They don't respect you. I feel like the fighting genre is not respected.
No, now that one you're absolutely right.
That's real.
That's not even a hot take. Honestly,
they just shovel slop in your fucking
I think
mouth
most of the
play
FGC would actually vouch for the fact that like
what do we do? There hasn't been
fighting games
innovation
aren't
in the
respected.
fighting game sphere in like 10 years.
So there has, but
In
not
what games.
Literally in Street Fighter and Tekken, and I'd say those are the main guys doing it.
Like 2 guys.
That's
doing
what I
something.
say. That's what I say. It's
Imagine
like
if shooting games were like that. Imagine how bad the industry would be. And look, he is. Let me shut up.
I was gonna say, they kinda are like that.
We get caught in Battlefield just doing nothing, bro. Just a whole lot of nothing.
Because like the guys who had it down from the beginning are always refining their craft. Like I said, Street Fighter and Tekken. And
but I would
Mortal
argue that
Kombat,
refinement is not good enough.
Well, when your formula is a fucking blockbuster hit, I think it might be.
Okay.
Like you can innovate and do like groundbreaking new stuff, and I'd argue that Street Fighter kind of has because like, and this is gonna be fighting games in general, but like Street Fighter 4 plays massively different from 5, which 5 is gonna, but 6 plays actually massively different than either of those two. And I'm not gonna lie, I think like 6, genuinely looking at it, it is so mechanically beautiful to me that like. I think you could just keep reprinting Street Fighter 6 for a while, and I would be content.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying they should.
Yeah.
They absolutely. The new game should absolutely be mechanically different.
But
the drive gauge system might be one of my favorite mechanics in a fighting game ever. Because what it does is like, it combines like.
This is in 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell me about that.
Okay, I'll tell you about that one because like it combines like. Almost like a stamina bar with like your EXs and your supers are separate, and it's. I just think the drive system is just glorious and beautiful. I think drive rushes, they're funny because they are an issue, but they're also really cool because you can like live tweak the frame data on moves to open up new combos and shit. Like that's awesome.
Yeah.
Or fucking like Street Fighter 6 was the kind of game that really exposed me to like counter hits are actually really valid because they make combos possible that weren't before, and then there's just the characters and everything, which is just fucking great. But what were we even talking about? I just had to
I was just going over how. Do you think that there's another genre that has more slop aside from sports games? Because that's just horrendous.
Sports games,
but
genuine.
I feel bad for sports players.
Same game.
Yeah. If you're a ball and gun gamer, you're in shambles right now. But
fighting games, they do be getting shafted, bro.
They do.
Invisible Versus, I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's bad. Honestly, man, again, another.
The story seemed cool. I like the story and everything like that.
I actually think the story was too short.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's another thing though.
But it was cool.
Okay. Yeah, it was cool. But then they gave you 5 hours of content.
Not even. The whole story is 1 hour.
Oh, bro.
The entire story is 1 hour.
Yeah, I mean, we get one Invincible episode out of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
bro,
come on.
Are we serious?
Yeah.
What was I gonna say though? Yeah, Invisible Versus. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of my hot take that I'm gonna throw in. I'm usurping your hot take.
Yeah, they just dropped so many games that no one talks about.
Tag fighters are kind of just worse fighters than non-tag fighters.
That's real.
Like, I never feel like it's worth it to simplify the controls of your lead character or whichever character you've got at lead if you can fully swap out in that tag fighter. I feel like it's never worth it just to give you the assist mechanics, and then that makes them less appealing to play to most because it's like. Now I have to learn more characters. Like I actually think that one tricking in a fighting game is not in any game actually. I think it's not the best thing, but kind of forcing someone to learn multiple characters is like I don't think that's necessarily great either. I think it should be a character like a person's choice if they're going to be a one trick or not. And also like it's just now you have to learn a whole team of characters, and I don't know, team synergy in fighting games has never really been a thing to me. Like I like when it's just me and that guy, and I know my tools and I got to kill him.
Yeah, and I feel like whenever they start adding tab mechanics, the individual fighters get way watered down. They get watered down.
And like the move list kind of gets simplified, and also like, that's pretty much.
Like even like the RTS genre gets better like content than you guys. It's crazy.
Damn.
Like Total War is like cooking. There's just so much content in those games.
Yeah, like fighting games, they kind of do get the shit.
Yeah. I don't know any other genre that gets more slop.
Gets like so many just stinkers. That
especially like AAA slop. Like I mean, even like shooters have like they got like tactic shooter, like they got like CS:GO, Siege, like you got like Valorant, that kind of stuff. Like they have cool stuff. You know what I mean? Like there is obviously slop in that, but like I think y'all have more slop than non-slop. It's bad, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. In the fighting game genre, I would argue like it's like yes and no.
Yeah.
Because like we get more slop release all the time, but like it's crazy. Like an old fighting game will like Smash Bros. Melee and like so many other games I could name that would be like what the fuck is that are still like thriving to this day because they were just that good.
But y'all just have to resort to old games. That's what I'm saying.
I was gonna say, but that does not justify it though.
Yeah, like racing games are coming out. Forza Horizon 6 was great. You know what I'm saying? Need for Speed Unleashed, that was great too. You know what I'm saying? Like they're still getting games that are good to this day. Y'all got to go back to Melee. Like, oh brother. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like there's still a competitive scene for Melee. Are we serious, bro? Like I don't know, bro. I'm
But
not.
there is also like I feel like the current day stuff.
I see what you're saying.
Is
Yes,
good.
yes,
Other
yes.
than like Street Fighter and Tekken and like sure Mortal Kombat, you're dropping 2, but you're not as good as the other guys.
Yeah.
Your gore doesn't compensate.
No, it does not. It does not, bro. It's actually low-key kind of cringe now.
I was gonna say it kind of got corny.
Yeah.
Point,
It was kind of like The Boys, where like they just started doing it for the shock value. Like,
and
okay.
it's like I feel like the gore in Mortal Kombat used to actually contribute. Like,
it felt impactful.
I was gonna say it used to be the fatalities and
Yeah.
whatnot. And all
It was
that,
he
but
hit
now
you
it's
so
like,
hard your head came off.
Exactly.
This
that's
is
the
like
fight over.
yeah,
but now
yeah.
it's like X-ray. Yeah, you just dismembered this guy 6 different ways, but he's literally going to get up off the ground and just keep fighting you. Like, okay, bro.
Yeah, I get you. Which
But,
they're cool, like you know what I'm saying. Like as a kid, I used to watch like all the X-ray video. I'd go watch a video of all the X-rays in a row. That was cool, but like
I do the same.
it was just like after I'm not 12 anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's not like a novelty anymore.
Also,
I guess maybe I'm just not the audience for MK anymore, but
I'm pretty sure this is a hot take just because MK is just a bigger, more popular IP, but I don't care. Injustice is NetherRealm's better works compared to Mortal Kombat. Fight me about it, bro.
That's a hot take, and I think I agree with that.
Like,
it had more character.
It had more character. Also, the combat system just feels better.
Yeah.
Like, I've played Mortal Kombat games. They're not revolutionarily hard or anything, but Injustice games just feel like they play better.
Yeah.
And, like, sure, that can just be my taste, but I'm standing on it. It's better.
Gotcha.
And also, like, that's mostly it, actually. I just think the Injustice games are just mechanically better. Waiting on Injustice 3, I don't care what comes next for MK. Sorry. Even before, Injustice kind of like sparked it, but even before then, I thought MK was pretty overrated compared to the other like big name fighters. But yeah.
All right, we gotta run through these next couple segments because we're gonna run a long time. So
we be yapping.
we do. All right, I have a question for you. What chord had the best run?
Yeah, no, I'm giving it to, and I know this is gonna be a hot take.
I'm not gonna lie. Mine is HDMI.
HDMI.
It's got to be HDMI, bro.
HDMI.
Bro, to this day we're using HDMI cords.
You're not wrong about HDMI.
To this day.
That's a valid candidate. It's everywhere.
Okay, what's yours?
So mine, I had to think back because now we're in the time where like USB-C has just become universal. Congratulations, USB-C. Yeah.
It is the best though.
It is in fact the best. I'm not even gonna deny.
But
that.
it has no like long-term merit. I feel like.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like it's the best, yes, but that's pretty much it, and it's just the universal one now. But micro USB.
Nah, you're banned. That stinks, bro.
Hear me out. It's the.
It was the worst. It was the worst. Like Dennis Rodman. It's like the one that was like there because it needed to be, but like no one else gave up.
Universal
bro,
first.
That shit
it was
was
universal
ass.
First.
Mini
you could
USB.
plug headphones into it. You could plug your phone into it.
You could have said
You got a
USB.
You could.
I would have expected USB more over mini USB. You just chose the dark horse for no reason.
Hey, bro, look. It was universal first. If you ask me, it's the Jordan to USB-C's LeBron, bro.
Oh, you're bugging. No.
Today.
Mini USB was never Jordan. I promise you that.
It wasn't Jordan in terms of performance, but wherever you went, if you needed USB-C, someone had it.
No. Okay.
Someone had it. The only exception was like a
You just said USB-C, by the way. You just misspoke. You just wondered.
Because USB-C has taken its place the same way they like.
You know what? No.
The modern era LeBron.
No. The cord that hits harder than USB-C, than mini USB, aux.
I thought about naming.
People still say aux.
The funny thing is,
to this day, it's not even in rotation anymore. Aux is irrelevant, and people still use
that would make
it.
me an old head.
No, it does not make you an old head, bro. It's still nomenclature. It's the same way we still called music records.
You're not wrong.
Records had a run.
They did have a run.
They like that. That was the Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Mini USB never had that type of grip on the industry, bro. We still use aux to this day.
But it was reliable.
And better than aux is HDMI.
I felt safe with micro USB,
You're
bro.
bugging. They used to break inside your phone, bro. What are you talking about? They got wiggly.
Hey,
that was the only one that got wiggly, bro. It can't even support its own weight, bro. I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it, bro. No, bro.
Hey, bro. But I could plug my phone into my headphones, into my game, into my.
So you're telling me right now,
and that meant something. It was versatile.
It was
so versatile.
But you're trying to give me the impression, mind you, they charged hella slow. Holy shit.
They did charge.
Your phone might not be charged the next day. You fucking with on USB, bro.
Mine weren't that.
But like being the slowest charger, probably the worst like connection interface in the world. If you got something in the port, bro, it would just click for the whole shit. Yeah. Anyway,
it taught you discipline.
But does mini USB have a better run than HDMI? I want to say no.
No, it don't. It don't got it better than HDMI.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna deny
that.
So
HDMI has a.
I forgot about HDMI.
Yeah,
like I was thinking, I when we said cords, I immediately went to phone chargers. I was not thinking about HDMI. I was not thinking about aux. Like those are legends. That's Jordan.
Yes.
Like aux is Jordan. HDMI is Bron.
Yes. You go on vacation. You look in your luggage. You're missing your HDMI cable. You're falling to your knees. You're falling to your knees.
I failed. I can't use anything, bro.
Knees, big dog.
Literally, you can have the movie theater at home with a laptop and an HDMI. I've been that guy. I've done that. I did it recently.
I'm saying. Anyway, yes.
So yeah, I'll give the props to HDMI.
HDMI wins those any day. If you guys have a cord that's better, put in the comments, please. I would love to know. But I think HDMI has.
And I better not catch one of you saying lightning.
Yeah, no, lightning's not it. No.
Overrated.
No. Overrated as fuck. Okay, next segment. What gaming IP had the best run?
Single IP.
I have mine written down.
I got mine written on my soul because it's Smash Bros. Again.
Okay.
And for the simple
fact.
That's
not a bad take. That's not a bad take.
Like, can you
to
really
this day, they're still hitting. If they drop tomorrow, everyone's buying it. I'm not gonna
I'll be there. You'll be there.
People buy Nintendos to get Smash.
I did it.
Yes.
I did that.
Yes.
Like, was it twice? No.
Would you argue though?
I got
that
I got 2 Nintendo consoles just to get Smash.
The Smash had more pull than Mario Kart.
You know? I think so. Because yes, Mario Kart did a lot of things, but bro, you know how many people wouldn't know? I'm about to you might know these guys, you might not, but Fire Emblem would be words that mean nothing if not for Smash Bros.
That's probably true.
Dude,
that's probably true.
Captain Falcon and Fox McCloud have not had games, and God knows Fox is now finally gonna get a game again.
Yeah.
But their careers, they still live in the hearts of many because of Smash Bros.
That's real. Yeah.
Dude, we didn't even know how Captain Falcon would fight until Smash Bros. He didn't even fight in his own game, bro. And yet, Smash made him one of the most iconic fighting game characters of all time.
Yeah. You're not lying. You're not lying. Falcon Punch, bro.
Literally, bro. The Falcon Punch. Like, it's one of the most goated punches in fictional history.
That is true.
Let me see, bro. What's another franchise? I didn't know anything about Metal Gear until Smash. Let me see.
Okay, now you're bugging. Was just me. Metal Gear was just goated from the beginning. I can't lie. The fact that it's in Smash is a novelty, but that shit was Metal Gear was that's like that shit. Yeah, that
for a Nintendo.
If you're a OG like tactical type gamer, Metal Gear was really.
No, I won't deny that, but I will say Smash. You know, it's another good game for raising your child because it put me on to Metal Gear. It made me kind of grow up. You know, that's a more mature IP. Let me see. What's some more franchises that no one would know about if not for Smash? I'm trying to think if there's any. Oh, another character. Now, people would still know the franchise, maybe, actually. But another character whose legacy was... who is Steve? But another character whose legacy was saved by Smash, or franchise, IP, is going to be Kid Icarus, dude. How long was it between their... I think literally Kid Icarus has 2 mainline games to this day. And the second one only happened because Pitt, the main character, showed up in Brawl. Yeah, in 3 Smash games consecutively.
Yeah, he was in Brawl. Yeah.
I forget if Uprising came out.
Pitt used to piss me off, bro.
I believe it did. Pitt.
A Demon Pitt in Brawl was crazy, bro. Nah, he was actually moving different.
Pitt has always been so funny to me in Smash.
He was annoying.
God, dude.
He was annoying.
I love that guy.
Yeah, no, I feel like mine.
Also, Smash. One more reason why Smash is simply the most powerful IP in all the lands is no one can compete, bro. How many platform followers have stepped up to the plate and genuinely
There's
died
a graveyard
there,
sitting under Smash's throne. I can't lie.
That's
fighters.
Real.
Yeah, that's
literally,
real.
Sakurai is sitting on top of it like this. He's hitting this one, bro. He's hitting this one. You can't say shit.
He is.
You can't say shit. He looks like Thrax on the freaking skulls, bro.
I mean, studios have thrown money at it too, bro.
WB tried nothing, bro.
SpongeBob.
Nickelodeon tried nothing, bro. He can't be beaten, bro.
Yeah, no, you're not capping. You're not capping.
He can't be beaten.
Brawlhalla is still kicking.
I'm genuinely so tired of hearing Brawlhalla in this conversation.
Brawlhalla's like a redheaded stepchild, but it still has an audience.
Fuck the redheaded stepchild. Sure, it's there. Congratulations, bro. You're not dead.
I know people that it's because Nintendo will not stop with the console exclusivity bullshit.
Yeah,
I can't lie.
Much. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's why Brawlhalla even.
If
made
Smash
it
goes to PC,
Smash
Nintendo's sales plummet.
If Smash was everywhere, Nintendo. Bro, if any of their games went across consoles,
that's real.
Nintendo would simply have
if
to
they
stop
lost
making
exclusivity,
consoles.
that would be
where Sega is
yeah,
right now.
yeah. No, for real.
But,
You're not like dang,
right?
dang. That's
they'd be looking
you're not lying,
Mario and Sonic
Holy,
would be
you're
on
not
that
lying.
boat together, bro. Ain't that crazy?
Oh,
Mario and
crazy.
Sonic at another man's console.
No, but for real, I'm not gonna lie though, bro. Brawlhalla was that. It was the
alternative if you weren't gonna buy a whole Nintendo console for Smash.
It was low key Smash at home, and it hit though. They had original mechanics, original characters, all original characters. It didn't feel like there was any like weird crossover. The fighting mechanics were fast, they were responsive. It didn't feel bad to play. You know what I'm saying? It was like it was its own art style. The maps were not bad. They had really no bad maps. I'm not gonna lie. And I feel like Smash had bad maps.
It did, but they were bad maps because they were party game maps.
Okay, yes.
Like where Smash, another thing I give
Brawlhalla did focus more on like the competitive scene than I think Smash did.
Yeah, I give Smash another reason why I give it its flowers is that it really excels at being both a party game and a competitive game.
That's real. Yes.
Like more than most other games, just period. But some of the maps were bad because they were party game maps. Some of the maps are great, but like party gamers won't find them as interesting because they're just stage.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like the comparable difference between Smash and Brawlhalla is the difference between CS and Val. Where Val's a more distilled experience.
Yeah, I see that.
Brawlhalla's a more distilled experience, and Smash is a more like
you got all your bells and whistles.
Exactly. It's more fleshed out. It's more fleshed out.
Sprinkles, man.
Yes. I know exactly what you mean. Yes, for sure. My gaming IP best run, and it's dead now, bro. So it's like hard to even say that. It's Halo, bro. The Halo releases were like cultural events.
They were, but like
back in the day, Halo 1 peak. Halo 2, I mean there was people lying outside of GameStop down the street, bro. There was people camping outside in their Halo 2 release.
Chief used to have pull in the streets.
Chief had pull. Bro, no, Chief won the console wars for Xbox in the 360 era. That was the only reason that the console wars were even a thing, bro. Is because Chief was putting belts to ass as an exclusive, bro. No one's buying PlayStation because Halo was on Xbox and everyone playing Halo 2 and Halo 3 and Halo Reach. I'm not gonna lie. They had a good run. Halo 1, 2, 3, and Reach were all great games.
Yeah.
They had a great run. Halo 4 was a miss. Halo 5 was still good. I would say 1, 2, 3, Reach, and 5 were all classics. That's what? 5 in a that's 5 within the main line.
I can't say in a row, but that is 5.
Not in a row, yes.
5 main line.
But 5 in the main line, they're all classics, in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie. And 5 didn't have a good campaign, but the multiplayer was peak. That multiplayer had the best. 5 had the best multiplayer out of all the Halos, in my opinion, because they had the most interesting mechanics and the gunplay was amazing and the maps were good. There was really no bad maps in 5. And I'm going to get scorned by the Halo community for this. But Halo 5 was great.
I'm not the biggest Halo guy, but I have enjoyed me some Halo.
The Dash added
if I'm
so
not
much.
mistaken, Halo 5 being good is a hot take for him.
Yeah, no, that lucky.
That's his hot
but
take.
the Dash added so much to the competitive scene of Halo. It added so much like more. It added movement into Halo without making it feel forced.
Without making it feel like a movement game.
And they still had sprint, but they handled sprint really well too. Because in multiplayer Halo 5, when you were sprinting, you can regen. So if you were getting shot at, if you started running away, you had to choose between running and regenning. So you ran to a certain spot, you had to stop. But if they caught you while you're running, you were cooked. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't regen shields and you couldn't regen HP while you're sprinting. So you just run into another person, get attacked. So the competitive or like teamwork that you could have in Halo 5 multiplayer was just unmatched, bro. But Halo Reach had the best party games of any game. But I, in my opinion, the Forge mode made the party games just peak, bro. Griffball was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We had Hot Wheels, bro, that we did. I know you remember those days, bro. Absolutely. 360 days playing Hot Wheels, bro, with the Mongoose versus the Warhawks, bro, on that map with the number. It was, bro. There was so many peak childhood experiences that I got from Halo that it's gotta be best run for me. Even though Halo Infinite was a flop just because they mishandled it. Halo Infinite still had good multiplayer mechanics. It was bare bones. You know what I'm saying? They didn't add a lot to the game. Halo Infinite felt bad. Anyway, 1, 2, 3 had a great story. IP wise, outside of just the games, Halo had great books. Now they blundered the show.
Books?
They had books, bro. Halo books
Halo
are bangers, bro. They have movies, they have books, bro. They blundered the show. That's the only thing that really, really pissed me off is that they blundered the show. Because, bro, if you just follow the main line 1, 2, 3 and make it a show, bro.
Easy money.
I mean, you're printing money there, bro. I can't lie. Paramount fumbled. Single-handedly, it just. I feel like Halo 1 was the catalyst for first-person shooters today. It invented the concept of moving with one joystick and looking with the other.
That is undeniable.
We still use that today. I mean, Halo had the it's the grandfather of FPS games, aside from CS maybe. But I mean, Halo on console just changed the game, bro.
It did.
And I mean, R.I.P. Halo, bro. I really hope it comes back. I miss you, please.
Dear Halo.
Yeah, no, deadass. But like, bro, Halo like made my childhood, bro. I have toy warthogs like around, like, you know, I mean, as a kid, I was playing with like Halo toys, bro. Like the Halo IP was so important to me, and to see it where it's at now, it's like, I don't know, bro. It's so sad, bro. I don't know. Honorable mention for IP though is Warhammer.
War. Oh yeah, and Warhammer.
Bro, Warhammer is so peak.
Yeah, those. Yeah.
The natural progression of a gamer or like just a nerd man is getting into Warhammer and low-key getting into minifigs. I'm not there yet, but I see it coming. You know what I'm saying? Warhammer is hitting, bro. The lore of Warhammer is so deep and it's so fire, bro.
Get into the lore. From what I've heard, it's actually pretty wild.
It's so awesome. Good, bro. It's so good. And what'd you say though? For the
God of War.
God of War. Yeah.
Because
the new stuff, bro. The new stuff just hits so hard, bro.
The only reason why I didn't name God of War almost immediately is because I'm looking for kind of like specific feats, if that makes sense. Measures of you own this, you did it.
Yeah.
Where it's like God of War.
Yes.
They haven't, like, bro, they're cooking.
Yeah,
like, I don't need to explain to you why God of War is doing amazing.
But the reason I say Halo is just because Halo was moving different culturally.
Yeah,
you know
exactly. That's the thing. It's like the way it defined the kind of culture we're in.
It did.
Where, like, God of War, it's absolutely at the pinnacle. But, like, I can't necessarily say per se. Well, actually, God of War was huge in like the hack and slash genre. Actually.
It was, yeah. You're right. No, you're right. Yeah. I remember like when I was a kid, people talking about God of War, but because it was rated, it was so gory and like rated M. Like a lot of kids couldn't play it, and on top of that, especially like kids my age, you know what I'm saying. So we didn't really grow. Like if you grew up,
I had to sneak it.
If you were playing God of War when it first dropped, you were older. Yeah, you were older than you.
And I snatched up his console, played.
You couldn't like grow up with the God of War. You had to just be around it. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot less people got involved. But Halo was like, I don't know, bro. It was just, and like Gears the same thing. Like you couldn't really like, and like I'm sure a lot of people grew up on Gears, but like it was one of the more gory games. So people that had parents that were stricter, you couldn't really play Gears. Same with GTA. You know what I'm saying? GTA is generational, but I can't put it in.
We got to give GTA. Yeah, GTA is like it's in this conversation too.
Yeah, it is.
The entire planet is waiting with bated breath for 6.
Yeah. You're not lying. Like, how did I not put GTA? In that
like literally in every GTA game is
it's
a
just
legend.
I didn't grow up playing GTA 4 because I was like, you know, my parents were pretty strict on that, so I couldn't.
And I was a Nintendo baby, but yeah,
so my first GTA was 5, but that, man, so many memories with GTA 5, bro.
Like even just with 5, I'm not even gonna deny I'm waiting with bated breath for 6,
but
I'm not even a big GTA guy.
It's been so long, bro.
I'll be honest.
Like they're moving like Kendrick Lamar with the drops, bro.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm pessimistic about GTA 6 for the simple fact of 1, will it even drop? 2, how
we're starving.
How do you deliver on the hype?
Yeah.
Like, even let's just assume whenever it drops is on a perfectly reasonable timetable. How do you deliver on the hype? And now there's the reality that
the fact that I think they will.
It's been forever.
Yeah.
It's not a reasonable timetable. I'm not saying they don't get to take their time with the game, but it's been a decade. How long has it been?
Question. Would you pay $100 for GTA 6 base price? If it dropped $99.99 base price,
if it managed to live up to all the hype like for it, yes, I would.
You don't get day one. You have to choose buy it or not.
I ain't doing that.
Okay.
Because like I've seen too many games.
That's a hot take.
I've seen too many games that were so massively hyped.
Yes.
Like crash and burn.
But their last game was Red Dead 2 classic.
Absolutely.
But that game is still hitting to this. They dropped in 2018. It's still a banger.
But the same thing happened with Sparking Zero, bro. Their last game.
Okay, but you can't control. No.
It's a different
comparing Rockstar to whoever the fuck made Sparking Zero. No, that's like That's like comparing a Lamborghini to a Beetle. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
But it's not just them. Like they did it. Payday did it. How many?
No, you're right.
Oh, exactly. How many people dropped literally like era-defining games?
No.
And the whole planet's waiting for their next one, and we're like, I'll be there. I'm signed up. I don't care. And they drop the next one.
Payday did it.
It just hurts. It breaks your heart. It breaks your heart.
You're right. The fact that
we mentioned earlier, Back 4 Blood. We thought Left 4 Dead was back. We thought we were gonna get ours. We thought we were gonna be in on it this time.
You're hitting me hard in my heart right now.
I've seen too many of them fall short.
Yeah.
I've seen too many of them fall short.
No, you're right.
That's why I'm worried.
So many GOATed devs have fallen, but Rockstar has had a solid. They haven't never missed.
Yeah, that's the thing is, I don't even think that Rockstar is gonna. I don't think GTA 6 is going to be a bad game by any stretch.
Yeah,
it's just what can you do
Yeah.
after 5?
No, you're
How
right.
can you improve it
You're
enough
right.
to
You're right.
justify it?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
How can you improve it enough to match the hype?
Is it even the same people at that studio that made GTA 5 at making GTA 6? I don't think so.
I have no idea.
It's been
I personally
13
have no
years
idea.
or
Yeah, I
something.
wouldn't be surprised if they weren't.
I'm sure they
But,
moved
like,
on by now.
I have literally never seen any video game, man. Like I mentioned, Sparking
Yeah.
Zero had the world in a grip, bro.
Mhm.
Payday 3 was one we were all waiting on, but I've never seen any video game with as much hype on its release as GTA 6.
What's the most disappointing release?
Most disappointing?
For me, it's Battlefield 2042.
That's a good one.
Battlefield 2042 was the biggest.
Like personally disappointing, or like it was
It was
just
offensive.
a critical failure?
No, I'm just saying, yeah, personally disappointing.
Jump Force.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
dude, that was
Yeah,
the thing I was
that's
waiting my
real.
childhood for.
No, that's real. That's
like,
real.
put it in perspective.
Yeah, that's real.
This is the anime counterpart to Smash Brothers to me,
Yeah, yeah,
and it was hot dog shit.
yeah. That's right.
Like it wasn't.
I
even,
felt bad for
it
y'all,
wasn't
bro.
even. It wasn't even an okay game that
Yeah.
just didn't live up to the hype. Because that's what Sparking Zero was.
I
It's
remember.
not a
I
terrible
remember
game.
watching RDC play that for the first time, and they were
Dude,
just
I
they
was
were
so-
not having it, bro. Yeah,
I was furious. I was
Yeah.
genuinely.
it was fun for
enraged.
10 minutes, and they realized what it was, and it's like, ooh,
It was just Storm again, but like
ooh.
with a lot of particle effects
Yeah.
and like gross teeth on Deku and like
yeah.
other. Anime
Yeah, and the way
characters
that they like
happen.
translated the animation styles over was not good either.
Like it didn't
For a
need to
lot
look
of
realistic
characters,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. A lot of characters just look really bad. Yeah, you're right. Dang, bro.
That's my big disappointment.
But yeah, okay.
Because I thought that was
so,
gonna lead to like an era of anime crossover game things like being a norm.
to put
I was
R2 together, would you say that Halo had a better run than Smash, or or Smash had a better run than Halo?
I mean, Smash is. I'm about to do you terrible. Smash is still going. Smash, like we've established, Smash drops tomorrow. Everyone you know will be there.
You know what the next Halo drop is?
No.
One remastered again. They've remastered it already. They're remastering it again. I mean, we're just spinning our wheels in the mud here. And you're not lying, bro. Nah, I gotta give it to you, bro. It's bad, bro. It's bad. What
Like,
happened to my goat, bro?
Smash is.
I'm watching it decay in front of my eyes, bro. Like, and it looks good, but like, anyway, I'm just gonna let you cook, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like we established, there are genuinely in the modern era, unless you are a Nintendo committed fan, diehard. I am because of Xenoblade base. Like I'm not gonna lie, there's like 5 games that keep me buying consoles. But for the entirety of humanity, there are 2 reasons you will buy a Nintendo Switch. They are called Mario Kart and Super Smash Bros.
Yeah. No, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Fact.
He's not wrong.
There is no. You cannot argue with me.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I just stated a fact.
He did. No, he's not.
The last 3 Nintendo consoles I brought, it was because I knew Mario Kart and Smash Bros would be there, and then I found out, oh shit, we're getting a new Xenoblade game.
Yeah.
Oh, this is happening. Awesome. And
You're
Mario
not
Kart is
lying,
also
bro.
there, but
You're
no,
not
Smash
lying.
and Mario Kart are literally the ones, bro.
Yeah. And
But
you
they're
could
the
tell
ones.
Nintendo's clutching them.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
pearls in a purse.
Oh yeah.
Like they're never gonna let that go, bro. It's the only thing they're driving their console sales. Yeah, you're not like.
I can't even tell you how long like the conversation's been like alive and vigorous. Like, what's the next Smash gonna be like? Because they've arrived at their GTA 6
Yeah.
situation. How the heck do you top Ultimate? Like, they literally brought every character that's ever been into the series all into one game.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Realistically, I think we all need to like. Same with GTA 6. We all got to temper our expectations a little bit. We can't expect them to add more characters in Smash Ultimate, bro. Some people have to get cut off.
That's real.
Just
That's real.
all I ask is we keep Sonic, we keep Sora, Shadow.
Of course.
Question mark?
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel like
Come on,
Shadow's
man.
just gonna end up being a Sonic skin though.
The crazy thing is, I wouldn't even be mad. I just
Yeah.
want my goat there.
Yeah.
I just want him there.
It's not bad.
If
Yeah,
he has his own moveset, that's fine by me. If he doesn't, I don't care. I just want him there.
that's valid. All right, next segment. Okay. Which of these animals do you think you could beat in a fight? All right. I'm gonna go through 5,
All right.
and you gotta give me a yes or no and why. Okay.
Yeah.
A deer. Are you sliming a deer? You have your clothes on your body. That's it. You're in an open field. You and a deer. Y'all are fighting to the death. It's you or the deer.
I feel like the match. It's a volatile matchup, right? It goes one of 2 ways. Like, also like is it a buck or just like a little? Like,
It's a grown buck.
Grown buck. See, honestly, I think I take this because the buck is gonna try to charge me with his antlers. Antlers are not pleasant, but antlers are for fighting other deer, not a creature with opposable thumbs.
That's real.
I will grab him by his antlers, and I'm sorry, I'm going to beat the brakes off of him.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna be just
What's your method of killing it though?
breaking his neck with his antlers.
Mm.
Like, I'm going to be thrashing him into literally everything available until I
Okay.
can break his neck.
Okay, I got you.
Now, funny enough, like
Like a
again,
submission?
Huh?
Like a submission hold? Like
no, I'm breaking his neck. I'm not risking that
Okay.
because the weapon that scares me more than the antlers. I know the antlers are their primary thing, but like I said, those are for like the reason antlers are on a deer is literally so they can headbutt other deer into submission. Which, mind you, 9 times out of 10, not 9 times out of 10. I don't know the actual statistics, but mind you, it very often ends with both deer dying because antlers suck so bad as weapons. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, I have thumbs. I can just grab the base of the antler, and you're mine. What are you gonna do about it? I'm more threatened by getting kicked.
Yeah, one kick to the chest, your whole your
like
whole
that's
cooked.
that's cooking.
It's
me,
bad.
bro.
Yeah, it's bad.
Literally, I have to get him by the antlers, and I gotta keep his head low so he cannot actually like get leverage to kick me. And then I'm dragging.
What
this
is that
deer,
emote,
bro? It's a deer.
What was that
emote? Literally, it's a deer getting like. No. You know how if you have like a little sibling, you can put your hand on their head and they're gonna try to punch you.
Okay,
it's a deer doing that with his freaking nose. Like he's screwed. He has zero options.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He's got nothing.
Okay.
But if that deer manages to kick me, I'm smoked. But since it is a buck, they're literally like it's like a bull charging. It's just what they do. That's their method of attack.
Yeah.
His first attack is going to be his death.
Okay.
So
I
think I take the deer.
Okay. Next, cheetah.
You know what's crazy is this is one of the ones I also had. Wait a minute. Huh, that's crazy. I thought okay. Oh my god, is this my list? But cheetah. So I was thinking cheetah because cheetahs actually have a crazy, like, if you don't know about cheetahs, they have like a laundry list of weaknesses actually.
They do, yeah.
Like they have like really weird bad anxiety. I don't know if I think they're actually like bad at fighting, like actually fighting.
But the claws themselves, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't have to be an expert with claws to freaking rip my flesh.
Yeah. And one bad, I mean, they catch an artery, bro. They catch the neck, bro. They catch. I mean, they kill things like that. Oh, yeah. That is their whole
exactly.
thing.
It's not like they are still predatory.
Yeah, they're not to kill you. They're not bumbling around.
Exactly.
Bro.
They're not.
You're not outrunning it. It's an open field. You're not outrunning it.
Exactly. And like it's funny. So it kind of goes two ways, right? Because I was gonna say one of cheetah's weaknesses is they can only run at top speed for like a couple of seconds and their brain is about to overheat. The problem is, this is to catch a gazelle, one of the most nimble animals.
You're not
on
that
the
guy.
I'm getting caught as soon as it turns that switch on, so I'm not getting its brain to overheat.
It's light though. Cheetahs are not heavy.
Exactly. I'm like, really, my best bet is literally getting it to like basically like Viltrumite, you slam into it and splat kind of deal. That's my best bet is to get it to run into a heavy, bro.
That's real.
Like,
but even if you do, is it stunned enough to like lose in a close quarter?
Is that even likely? Because they're still a big cat.
Yes,
They've got good reflexes. It could easily just go around and now
or just jump on you. Yeah,
exactly. If they jump on me, I'm smoked.
Yeah.
So it's like they've got so many weaknesses, but I'm frankly too weak to exploit them.
that's like I don't think I would be able to hang with the cheetah, bro. I think that's raps, bro. I'm smaller than a lot of its prey that it takes down. Even if it's not in a pack, like it just has teeth. The bite force is gonna cook me.
Claws,
if they break one of my arms, I'm fried.
Oh, I'm so
it's like even with adrenaline,
honestly,
bro.
Like even worst case scenario, right? Say if I get this cheetah to run into my heavy, bro, it could genuinely just run into me with such force.
Yes.
And now I'm
injured.
That's
exactly.
I'm on the ground, bro.
Yeah. And then then obviously they're not invincible, but it's like, what are you gonna do to kill it before it kills you? You don't have anything to lacerate it with. You can't really choke it, like but like
the best you can hope for is a broken neck when it charges.
Yeah.
That's frankly gonna cost you so much.
Yeah. You'd have to stomp it out low key.
Yeah.
How are you getting on top of it to stomp it out? I mean, yes, you're heavier than it.
The best you can hope for is like, if you're like Sifu from the game Sifu, you could literally like try flying kicking it as it charges you and pray you break its neck or at least knock it down and then stomp it. But like,
if it gets the upper hand at all, you're cooked.
Literally, it's a volatile matchup where you have several disadvantages.
Yeah, you're both scrambling and it has claws, so it's like you're gonna get hurt.
It's a better scrambler than you.
Yeah. If you come out of that, you're not gonna live for very long.
No.
Afterward, you know what I mean?
Not at all.
It's just gonna be too many cuts, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, just think of like cats, but like actual serious.
Exactly. Think of a cat. Like, have you ever tried fighting a cat? I've consciously made the choice that I never will.
Are crazy too.
Because
I think of cat-like reflexes, but like
on a larger scale. Yeah. So like
cooked,
my whole
bro.
strat of trying to get it to run into a limb might not even freaking work. It really might just hard counter the hell out of me and just die instantly.
You might get parried by a cheetah.
Like, that's insane.
Okay, so cheetah's a no. Cheetah's
I'm giving a cheetah
likely
a no.
Out of 10 fights, how many times are you winning?
Maybe one.
Yeah,
like maybe one or two. Like there's ways.
I agree.
Are they likely to work? Probably not.
Yeah. Okay.
With a deer, I think I take down like at least 7 times out of 10. I realistically think it's more like 8 or 9. Honestly.
One time, maybe a couple times, you get impaled by the antler, and that's
exactly because it's going to be unpredictable. You know, antlers aren't harmless.
Yeah.
They just aren't practical.
Okay. Hog.
A hog? I ain't gonna lie.
Full size, 250-pound hog.
Yeah, I thought about a little cave
not
hog.
A pig, bro.
Because I'm not taking
the ones with the tusks.
Hog, bro. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Nah, bro, I'm cooked.
Yeah. How do you kill it? I don't know. There's no way to kill it.
Literally, like if I have a spear, I have a chance, and that's a low
and they
chance.
bite.
They do.
They bite hard. Like,
they will fuck you.
They
up.
just eat anything too. Like they ram into you. They'll break a rib on the contact.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you can maybe do like a little juke, you know what I'm saying? But you're gonna get tired before.
I was gonna say exactly. Like you do a juke. Okay, you survive, but like you're playing chicken to the death. Except it's not chicken because you can't actually hurt it.
Yes, it's an unstoppable force.
Exactly.
It's gonna get you eventually.
Your attacks against it suck. I'm gonna punch it and it's freaking rippling mass. Like, okay, bro.
You kick it.
The best you could hope for.
If you're on an open field, there's nothing to use to like.
The best you could hope for is knocking it over and then like trying to brutalize its
head.
Yeah. Literally, like most of these, it comes down to like, can you stomp its head enough to kill it?
Yeah.
And it's like with that, probably not. I might get my foot bit. Even if I don't.
They're just so strong, bro.
I was gonna say even if I don't, I might not do enough damage to kill and like. Yeah, so it's gonna get back up, and I literally have to pray that it actually just falls for the same move 8 times in a row until it dies. Like,
exactly.
It's not a boss. It's not a Nintendo boss fight, bro. It's not doing that, bro.
Out of 10 times, how many times are you winning?
I give myself maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, I agree. I think a hog's.
I actually give it like
with no weapons. Like, what am I doing?
Exactly. I'm like, if I have a spear, I kind of like my odds. I could just like in the head.
Yeah.
But like. Yeah, no, I think that was actually significantly less likely to win than the cheetah.
Like, low key.
The cheetah,
because it catches you with a tusk one time and you're
done, bro. There's no scenario in which I get hit with a tusk from a hog and win that fight.
Yeah, no,
once that happens, I've just lost.
That's a gaping hole in your leg, and you're now getting eaten by the hog.
Like you were already at a disadvantage, and now you're mortally wounded, bro. You're you're finished.
Because it doesn't really even have to like eat you, bro. It's just
needs to bite enough that you're wounded. And now you're sitting there agonizing, and now it's doing more damage.
Yeah. It's just gonna be a slow death, bro. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's just gonna be terribly painful. Hurt till you die.
The kangaroo.
You know, the crazy thing, this is also one on my list.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like if you're Australian, this is a 50-50 match.
I've seen the video of that one punching him in the head, bro.
Bro, the videos I've seen.
He got so stunned,
one
bro.
dude rock a kangaroo. I saw one dude. If I'm not mistaken, no. The kangaroo had his dog in a headlock.
Yes.
He rocked the kangaroo to get his dog free.
Like, but did you see how bad the dog was, bro?
Yes,
the dog was, bro. And I don't think I'd want to fight against that dog. So it's like, bro, I don't know, man.
If you know, I feel like you have to have familiarity and not fear of kangaroos, and then you actually have to know the matchup. Australians clearly have all of these things.
A kick to your ribs is raps.
Yeah, literally. That's like you have to know. You have to have memorized that time. Like you have to have done like the Radon fight against the kangaroo in your head. Which again, Australians.
You gotta low-key catch it off guard too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, because like. It's so easy for it to land that kick, bro, and I would.
And it's fast. Those are fast, bro.
And not to mention, have you seen a kangaroo's hands?
Yes.
Bro, I don't want them mitts on.
Bro,
me,
yes.
I don't want them mitts on me, bro.
No, bro, and they're heavy too.
Oh yeah, kangaroos.
Like, they're not
light,
light animals.
They're not light creatures. Jesus, yeah, I don't want that smoke. Okay. If I was Australian, I might want that smoke, but I am not. So I actually give myself like 2 out of 10 matchup against it, bro. Like I'm so cooked. If I were Australian, that might be even. Yeah. Maybe 40, 50, 60 in its favor, but I am not.
Okay. Last one, ostrich. They're bigger than you think.
They are bigger than I think, but I still feel like I might beat their ass because like it's big, but look at all that neck, bro. Like all you got to do is manage to just get something around that neck. Okay. And the fight standard is good as yours, bro. Like
they run, I think 60 miles an hour.
They do, but like
you're not getting away.
No, I'm not getting away.
You might be able to outmaneuver it though.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking literally like cheetah scenario, but with better odds of survival. I'm thinking if it rushes me, I basically go in, get a headlock, take it to the ground because I'm still heavy enough to knock it down. Or even if I'm not, now I'm on your back. Like, is this a good scenario for you?
Yeah.
And I just try to pulverize the head, ring the neck. Something's got to give.
Okay. I
actually give myself like.
Do they bite?
Oh yes, absolutely. That's part of the risk.
So you're getting pecked.
Yeah, and bro, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but like getting bitten obviously is not appealing. But the idea of getting pecked by a bird to the point that it's actually injuring you. That feels like one of the things.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm like that's one of the things I want the least in this life for me.
And their kicks.
They kill things. I know the ostrich is gonna lead with a kick. That's the problem there.
And those kicks are like arguably
I'm
worse
not
than
catching that kick. Yeah, I'm not catching that kick, bro. Like if I catch that, I'm losing. So like,
and they're honestly, so tall. It's like you're down there by their legs anyway.
Yeah, you are.
Like they're a cool 7 feet, maybe 8. I mean, it's like fighting Shaq.
But a bird.
That can kick you.
Bird Shaq.
It's like, are you getting on top of that?
Nah, my idea is more like pulling it down once I got its neck. Like I think,
but then you run the risk of getting kicked while you're pulling it down.
Absolutely. Yeah,
what angle do you kick it from? It's not like a horse where it can just kick backwards. It can kick in any direction.
Yeah, they can kick however they need to, really.
So you have to dodge one kick to even get close.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is I guarantee.
Ostrich kick?
Probably not.
I don't know.
Yeah, because that puts you in a situation where you do in fact have to dodge one ostrich kick.
Yeah.
And then it's like that's the bare minimum. That's the ideal scenario.
Exactly.
But
yeah. Good seed. I'm dodging one kick, bro.
Literally, bro. And after that, it's just.
It is. Yeah.
You gotta pray for the rest of that RNG.
Yeah.
And again, it's like even once I've got it by the neck, like choking it, crushing it, even like the only fast option is trying to break its neck, and even then, that's not gonna be like. I'm not a Spartan. I can't just do that on
Could
command.
you low-key intimidate it enough to the point where it does the head in the sand thing and then it's free eats?
I hadn't thought about that. I ain't gonna lie.
That'd probably be my method.
Yeah.
But that's that's like you're just assuming it's a hoe.
But it is a big-ass bird. They're not exactly known for, like, being, the most intimidating guys.
That's true.
So it's like they're probably easier to scare than you think, especially.
But what makes them scared? I don't know what makes an ostrich scared.
A lot of things. I mean, they're dumb enough that they think putting their head in the sand is a valid strategy. So they're not very mentally strong.
That's real.
Like, you could probably be scared into that scenario. And once its head is in the sand, it's halfway killed itself. Find yourself a decent rock and just.
Yeah. Well, there's no rocks.
No rocks? Where the hell are
You're in an open field.
I've seen rocks in field. But even still, its head is in the ground. Like, that's like, see.
And they've got claws in the end of the feet.
Yeah, they do. And see, it's like the head in the sand, if that happens, that's a great chance for a heavy hit. But because I'm a pitiful human, I don't have any killing implements.
Nasty
on my
kick
body.
to the neck, though. Nasty sidekick.
Yeah, I gotta hope that I can, like, since its head is wedged in the ground, I can, like, get it to
break
break
neck
against
break.
that.
Yeah.
That's my best hope, because otherwise I can't one-shot it there.
Yeah.
Therefore, I'm back in the scenario of having to
You're
kick.
not one-shotting it, so it's like then it's gonna actually start fighting you because it understands what's happening, and then you get kicked or sliced with its claw, and then that's
or pecked. And I'm not gonna lie, like, a peck isn't lethal, but I consider it once I'm pecked, I'm losing, because if you've seen a bird peck, they can combo pecks. First of all,
that's
second,
true.
If I'm getting pecked, I'm liable to lose an eye, and once I've lost an eye,
Yeah.
I'm losing the fight.
That's true.
I'm not like
That's
that, bro.
true.
I'm not just gonna keep fighting.
I'm not one of those guys either. So how many times are you winning a fight out of 10?
I maybe say like a cool 6, and that's assuming that's assuming that the head in the sand is gonna like be a good possibility for me.
Yeah.
If not,
the head in the stand strap maybe works twice.
Exactly. If not, it's like probably 3 or 4.
Yeah. Okay,
Maybe.
that's valid. No, I got you. Okay, all right. What's your list? Go ahead.
Yeah. All right, so let me see.
So he's asking me the same thing basically.
Yeah,
What animals I think I could beat in a fight? Open field, hand to hand. I have clothes on, shoes. That's it.
Good. I didn't think about using my shoe as a melee weapon. But anyway, first one I'm coming right out the gate with, to me, one of the hardest ones. A snake, like a large snake. Probably not like the largest. I probably should have thought of a specific kind of
venomous or boa constrictor.
Honestly, my first thought was for like neither. Like just one of the snakes. No, that's stupid. Venomous.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm farming any snake that's not.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's not venomous or constrictor, you just beat the shit out of it.
It's for eats. Yeah, venomous. Okay. I think I win those. I think I win if I know it's there. Because a lot of times you get slimed by a snake because you don't know it's there.
Yeah, snakes are.
If I know it's there,
they'll snake you.
Say rattlesnake, right? I can hear it rattling.
Are rattlesnakes venomous?
Yes, very venomous. Yes.
I thought the rattle was a substitute for venom.
No. It's rattling because it doesn't want to slime you.
It said, "Don't make me do this, dog. This shit will have you dead in minutes."
Yeah, it will. It really will. It's one of the most venomous snakes. But
shit, good to know.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
let's start with rattlesnake.
Okay, if I know it's there, I think the method you have to just make it miss one time and it's free eats.
I don't know. Snakes are kind of quick.
If it lunges, you just stomp it. You know what I'm saying? So I think I take my shirt off or something
with your
like
shoe. True, you can use a shirt to contain.
Yeah.
With your shoe, you can just bash it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
You're not
I
wrong.
get it to jump at me, catch it in my shirt, throw the shirt on the ground, I'm stomping the shit out of that thing.
I'm not gonna lie, you cooked. Because
yeah, I think I'm beating it 7 out of 10 times. If I get bit because I've messed up, I mean you just gotta held that like a man, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie,
die, bro.
Yeah,
hey, man, you could win before you die.
You missed just the jump, bro. You got bit. Hold that. You know what I'm saying?
That's nature.
I played myself, but it's low key just a skill check, bro. And I feel like I could do that. I could get up to it. You know what I'm saying? I just hold the little shirt out or whatever, or I just have the shirt down, wait till it jumps, open the shirt, and then it's in there. And then I'm just throwing the shirt on the ground, and then I'm sure it's gonna be scrambling, whatever. I'm just kicking it until it's not moving anymore. Valid. I might get bit in the ankle doing that, but you know what I'm saying, assuming that it's caught in the shirt.
That's a possibility you gotta take.
Yeah, exactly. If it's me or the snake, you know what I'm saying, it's got to be me, right? So it's like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's the method. I think
that's actually crazy because like I have the long-standing belief that the snake is of any variety, but especially of any variety is just one of the last animals I want to fight because it's like, bro, it's a living rope.
Yeah.
You can't punch it. You can't kick it. You can't put it in any kind of hole. Which, if y'all have noticed, a lot of my strategies for a lot of these animals is to try and get them in some kind of hole, break the neck. The snake is a rope. You
Well,
cannot do that.
I will say dogs' methods of sliming out snakes is grab them and they just start. Yeah. So it's like if you grab it, if you get it like that.
Dog method is underrated.
Yeah.
Right.
You just start. It's like there's no way to fight back.
Dog,
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie, I could probably get it in 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that snake is cooked.
But you just can't let it out of your sight.
You cannot.
If you throw it somewhere and it's gone,
nah, that's foolish.
you're fried.
Die.
Yeah,
you're
going
fried.
to
Die.
Yeah, you're fried.
That snake will find you later and it will kill you.
I think I'm sliming a snake, like a rattlesnake, hand to hand. I think I'm sliming it 7 out of 10 times. I feel confident about that one. That's if it's life or death, and I know that, and I'm like, okay, I gotta get this snake out of here, or I'm gone. Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, yeah. Okay, what's your next one?
Actually, I'm interested now. So if it's a constrictor,
okay,
then what do you feel?
I'm fried, bro. I'm fried. They're too strong.
How
They're
do you
just
beat
too
a
strong.
constrictor,
If
bro?
it's a giant boa constrictor that's big enough to eat me, it's gotta be
what do
like
you do about
60
that,
feet long. You're not winning that fight. There's no instance. Even if
a
you have
smaller
its head,
constrictor that's like just long enough to constrict you. Like there are some thick ass snakes, bro. What are you gonna do to it?
It's just so muscular, bro. And it's like I'm fried 10 times.
It's literally a living muscle. Like a snake is normally a living rope.
Yeah.
That's what I call them, and that's why I say they're hard to fight.
Even if you get it to a point,
a constrictor is a living rope composed entirely of muscle.
Yeah. No, it's cooked, bro. It's cooked. Even if you grab it and you're like suffocating or whatever, or like it's just gonna be suffocating you while you're suffocating.
Exactly.
It's gonna win that. It's gonna win that, bro.
You lose that 1 million times.
Yeah, you lose that every time.
Even say honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. Even say it doesn't. It's just full remedial. It decides not to constrict you while you're trying to strangle it.
Yeah.
I don't even think you can strangle it, bro.
No,
like,
you can't.
Literally,
you can't.
You can't do that, bro.
There's no way to kill a snake that's that big.
You can't.
You just can't, bro. Yeah, it's wraps.
You're
I think
finished.
I lose that 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you.
Okay, go ahead. What's your next?
Yeah, next one, cheetah. Yeah, that was actually one on my list.
Yeah, I'm cooked. I can't lie. I'm not strong enough to take it head on. I'm not fast enough to outrun it or outmaneuver it. I don't have claws. It has claws. I'm getting gashed. I'm getting bitten. I win that 1 out of 10 times. And that's if I get a lucky, crazy boot to the head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get a crit and I stun it. And then I'm just kicking it. Or I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I get on its back. But even if you get on its back, like it's just so wiggly that it's just going to wiggle around.
It's going to just squirm around.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's cooked, bro. I'm not beating it. I beat a cheetah 1 out of 10 times, I think. What's next?
Honey badger. Yeah, I just wanted to kill you right quick.
Dang.
Because it's like they're small, but they're also
I'm punting
demons.
a honey badger a couple times. If I got a shoe on, I'm punting it.
Yeah, that's a valid strat.
I'm getting hurt, but I'm punting it.
I'm not going to lie. Like, if I had to deal with a honey badger in real life, I would probably just punt it and flee. But without the option of flee.
It's big enough to where it would hurt to even kick it.
Oh, yeah.
But and they're strong.
They are tough. They are very fucking tough.
But I'm punting it. It's going to come back at me. I'm punting it again. It's going to come back. I'm just punting it until it's done.
Because, it's like if you just keep punting it, like, it's burning more stamina than you are. Because it's got to do the race back.
Yes.
And it's trying not to get kicked.
Yes. And it's probably got broken bones at that point.
Exactly.
And I'm just a nasty. If I get a nasty head kick.
Thick ass skin, though. Like,
they do.
Bites
they
from
do.
lions and shit and just teching that shit.
It's just kicks, bro. You're just kicking. You're spamming kicks. If you get caught with the claws,
you just gotta pray you break a neck or rib.
Yeah. But if it bites you, even if it bites you though, it's not a bite that's enough to kill you off rip.
Lethal bites. However, I do think the bite's gonna turn into more damage because it's gonna bite you, right?
And it's gonna tear.
You're gonna recoil. It's gonna tear, and that's when it's gonna start like trying to run up you.
Yeah.
It's
You're
gonna start climbing you, and that's when you're just gonna start getting your shit.
I think I win that fight 5 out of 5 times. I think it
5 out of 10.
Yeah, 5 out of 10. Sorry, 5 out of 10 times I think I win that fight. I think it's a 50-50 between me and Honey Badger because I'm kicking the mess out of it. It's gonna have broken internal bleeding, broken bones. Yeah. But if it catches me and it like gets on top of me, it's wraps, bro.
Oh yeah.
You know, if it gets up to like my neck area, I'm cooked. Yeah, I'm cooked, and I'm gonna leave that fight. Either way, even the ones I win, I'm leaving that fight.
You're leaving that fight very hurt.
Yeah.
Literally, like this is the same thing that like a lion will see this and be like, bro, it's not even worth the fucking.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Lions don't even want to deal with that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's real. Okay, yeah. What's next?
We got kangaroo, another one that we both actually chose.
Yeah, I'm fried, bro. I can't lie. Like you said, they're just so fast, bro. They're so fast and so strong.
And as hell.
If they're focused just on me, it's 1-on-1. I'm not dodging a kick, bro.
Literally.
It's going for that kick, that double kick, bro, and gone.
Your entire rib cage will become powder.
I'm gone. I win that fight 1-0 maybe 2 out of 10 times if I get a crit on the head and I get a nasty choking, but then it's clawing. It has claws.
Exactly.
It has teeth. It can. I mean, not like it's not really gonna want to bite you, but it can.
Yeah, it's got that option.
It's got this tail is so strong, bro.
Their tails are strong as fuck.
I mean,
I'm like, I don't know. Can they like hit shit with their tails?
No, but they use it as like.
I was gonna say they stand on it when they kick, so it's strong as hell. But I'm like, if they know how to hit you,
it's just so much more mass. You know what I'm saying?
It is mass
to deal with. Yeah.
But if they knew, for example, how to attack, like how to just whack you with their tail, I ain't gonna lie, that's a 0-win fight.
Yeah,
bro.
no, you're right.
Even in the best case scenario, you get behind it, you got to block, or you go for a sneak. It just
crazy tail whip.
genuinely, like, whatever part of you it hit is open. Now. You have a hole there. You're fucked.
Okay, is that it?
And then there is the wolf. Because the wolf is regularly my answer to the largest animal I think I could beat. Small wolf, not a full size like man wolf. Because how big do them motherfuckers get, bro?
No, yeah, they're like husky size.
Oh, actually, you know what? No, I could take a full size wolf if it's just like husky size. I thought they got even bigger.
Well, huskies are big.
Huskies are big. Shit.
Yeah. A wolf, bro. If I'm eating like an average size, not too crazy, but like not small.
Average size adult male wolf.
Nah. I think I win that 5 out of 10 times. Just because if you get bit in a nasty spot, it's wraps, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's wraps, bro. Like their teeth are just so sharp. They're quick.
Absolutely. Once you get bitten, I'm not gonna lie, you've simply lost the fight. I don't see any scenario where a human gets bitten by a wolf and comes back unless they're like the protagonist of a Resident Evil game or something.
Yeah, exactly.
They just they lose a chunk of themselves. And it's not real. It's not real damage or something. Like
you kick it the wrong way, and it just bites your calf.
Damn, it's to death.
It's wraps, bro. It's just gonna start tearing you apart.
It is.
But it's like in the same vein. If you get a nasty kick on the rib cage, you get a nasty kick on the head. You know what I'm saying? If you get a nasty kick on the jaw, it's feeling that. It's not too tough to where it's not feeling hits, and it's not as fast as like a cheetah. And the claws aren't as bad as like a cheetah.
They are stupid, durable.
Yeah. But the teeth are really what you're worried about.
The teeth will simply kill you.
So it's like you really have to be careful about the teeth, and they're not as durable as like a hog, right? Like
nope.
You're still like there's a chance.
Any hit you land on them,
they're feeling it. Yeah, they're feeling.
Damage.
Yes,
they're
exactly.
not much tougher than we are. It's just they have a better pain tolerance.
Yeah, for sure, and they have bigger teeth. But like, I got teeth. You know what I'm saying? I'm cooked. I'm cooked.
See,
but there's a chance I beat a wolf. I say 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10.
Honestly, I give it at least 5 out of 10 for me. I think I might look at like 7 out of 10 because I think what I'm gonna do is the wolf is obviously going to come for me. It's gonna try and bite. As long as I dodge that first one, get it around his neck. I literally just gotta make sure I'm behind it, keep it around his neck, and just keep a firm position. Choke it, break his neck, whatever's gotta be done. But as long as I'm behind it, my arm's not in reach of those jaws.
Right.
You're mine, bro.
Okay.
You know what are you gonna? Just nice, okay, bro.
That's
sure.
real. That's real.
Slam him if I need to.
Yeah.
I think once I'm wrestling the wolf, I take it.
But those wolves are like,
they're
like
big.
120 maybe more.
They are big and they are athletic.
I mean, that's like
that's a person.
It's a person.
That's a small person.
Yeah, it's a small person, weight wise. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? 120 is like, think about benching 120.
Yeah.
That's the wolf, right? You're not like just throwing that around.
Nah, I'm definitely not throwing it around.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking like mostly kind of like rooting it if I can, like using my weight to try and keep it in place.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because I'm definitely not going to be ragged on this wolf.
Okay.
I never had that impression. But I'm thinking I could probably keep it in a submission hold long enough to either choke it, get a neck break, or pull something off.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it has no viable means of attack.
That's real.
Now, once it gets to squirming, that will be difficult.
I agree.
That won't, but as long as I don't get lined up with the jaws, I think I'm good.
I think I'm taking my shirt off and using my shirt.
It's not a bad idea.
As some way to grapple with it.
Yeah, maybe like get that around his
if
neck.
If I get that in its mouth or something like that, and I'm
true.
It's cooked.
I was gonna say if you're able to like get your shirt out of your hands, right?
Yeah.
Get into my my wolf headlock technique.
And then, wolf headlock TM. By the way,
patenting. And then you actually like use the shirt to like muzzle it.
Yes.
Boom.
It's you won. You won. Yeah, it's wrapped. Yeah. You just pummeling it until it goes, right?
Literally, bro.
But you know what I'm saying? I feel like monkeys die to wolves a lot.
They do.
You know what I'm saying?
They do.
And that's because.
But monkeys don't know how to headlock.
You're right. Okay.
Monkeys do
not.
not.
I feel you.
They have not patented the headlock.
You have to
technique.
outsmart the wolf.
Oh yeah.
Somehow. Yeah.
Yeah. We're not just gonna fight that wolf.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, that's the answers, guys. That's
and
the
now
stuff.
you know how to fight a wolf. You're welcome.
We have the answers over here.
Use my patent pending headlock technique.
But yeah. So thanks for hanging out with us today, guys.
We love you. It was a great time.
This is the backlog.
Indeed.
Yeah. Catch you guys later. Bye.
Peace.